in keeping with my neutral alignment.
Uh-huh.
Neutral evil.
No!
Fooling no one.
It's possible. I mean, theoretically. I'm sure everything that he's up to in this game that you guys don't know about will turn out absolutely fine.
Hush!
It'll be no problem at all. Hey, Miguel, you're quiet over there.
Yep.
Yep.
Why is
That's all he says. Yep.
All right. How's your weekend going, man? Good.
Right
Good.
until about 5 minutes ago.
Uh-oh.
What happened 5 minutes ago?
I had to join you guys.
Oh, okay.
No. I had the most horrible job I've ever had in my life about a month ago when I replaced the sewage pump for my rental house.
Ooh.
I just got a call about 5 minutes ago saying the thing's not working again.
Ooh.
I've lived on this world for a long time. And to say that's the worst job that I've ever had in my life means something.
Yep.
Oh, no, man. I'm sorry to hear that.
And so tomorrow morning, I almost had to go tonight, but I was able to say, hey, it's 8 p.m. on a Sunday. I'll be there first thing in the morning.
Oh, man. I think the worst job that I've ever done was clean out grease traps in a pizza restaurant.
I've done that before. Not even
close?
No, not even close. And you've
I've
got one of
shoveled
these in
shit
your
at the
house.
county fair.
Huh?
I've shoveled shit at the county fair.
What kind of shit?
Animal excrement.
It's a pretty wide net. I mean, was it like elephant shit or was it like...
No, it was the county fair. It was pigs. It was sheep.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know what goes on in your county. Do you might have elephants?
No, trying to quit.
Well, somebody should have elephants over there. Just seems right. So how did Gordon hurt his back? I mean, he just threw it out, just like random thing, or?
It's permanently damaged, it seems. And today he was scooting his chair up to the computer.
Well, that can be strenuous.
Yeah.
Oh man,
the
that
struggle
sucks.
Is real. Yeah, it's terrible.
Is he gonna go? Does he have to go get it checked out, or?
He's adamantly opposed to Western medicine and has very little trust for Eastern medicine. So at this point, I'd say that's a hard no.
Is there any Northern medicine? I've never even heard of that. There might be.
Yeah, me neither. I'm looking for like some extra planetary medicine. No, he
moon
did
medicine.
45 years ago, picking up a lawnmower, and
it's never been right since.
Never been right since. Yeah, and it's just random, stupidest things, picking up a book the wrong way. So.
I threw my back out like 4 years ago, pulling a stump, and that sucked. And I was down for about a week, and then sciatica for the next year or so. It's fine now, but I ain't pulling no stumps.
And you asked that question like at our age, it takes something to hurt yourself. No, when you were younger, you did something and you hurt yourself. Now I wake up in the morning and something hurts and I don't know why.
And you're just like making weird excuses like I slept wrong, like you don't have 50 years of sleep experience.
Exactly. I slept funny. Well, why is my shoulder dislocated? How funny was I sleeping?
What I like is waking up and my hands are both numb because somehow I sleep with my hands upright against the headboard, like sticking up, like I'm raising my hand to ask a question. And so all the blood rushes out. So I wake up, my hands are completely numb. Yeah, it's the dumbest thing. My body's getting dumber.
I know how to fix that one, Les.
How's that?
Don't sleep with your hands up against the headboard.
Well, I don't start out that way. I just end up that way somehow. I don't know how. I thought you were going to say.
I remember like 20 years ago, my dad said to me that getting old wasn't for wussies, and he didn't use a W. It strikes my memory all the time. That's what he said.
I'll tell you what.
Moments with my father.
It may not be for wussies, but it certainly beats the alternative.
Yeah, that's right.
So.
That's right.
Well, while we wait for Matt, do a quick rundown of what happened last time. You guys made your move from the warehouse, for lack of a better term, to the office. And in the office, you found some interesting. Now, you had to lure some of the ash giants and stuff like that out so that you could, sort of thin the herd and make sure that you guys had unfettered access to the front door. But it's likely that at some point someone got wind of it, because they were definitely waiting for you. You guys opened that door up, and of course they had a loaded ballista pointed directly at the door, which they fired. And I think did it hit anybody, or
no?
I thought it maybe winged somebody, but I guess it hit that cart. And you guys sort of swarmed in. The problem was that it was the ballista guys weren't the only guys in there. They were actually those demons that were sort of the hired hand demons were actually sort of the not very big deals. You guys went in, started fighting those guys, took over the ballista. I think it's loaded, but it's still pointing in the wrong direction. I don't know if you guys have fired at anybody, when all of a sudden a variety of interesting creatures began again attacking you. On one hand, you had an immense demon that had been up on the loft doing some paperwork at a desk, teleported down. Fletcher and Storm fought him for a few minutes. You had a couple of guys who look like this. Why didn't that work? Hold on. Did that not work?
Yep.
Oh, can you guys see it? Because it's not working on. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah. So look like this, weirdly Gorgonish. Two of them. One of them flew down and was attacking Flashheart. Another seems to be up on the on this elevated area over here. Both of them spellcasters. One of them, at least the one that attacked Flashheart right away, seemingly at least partially vampiric. He tried to dominate him. He tried to drain his blood, all to no avail. He got smote by Flashheart in the last round, driving him to gaseous form. And as he began to meander his way across the thing, the other vampire guy, if that is indeed what he is, blasted a cone of cold at you guys and completely disrupted the gaseous form of the first vampire. So not sure what's going on there, but these guys in general don't seem to have a lot of, what's the word I'm looking for, care about the consequences of their actions, I guess, maybe sometimes, at least for their friends. So they did that. Fletcher has been attacking, and Storm were attacking the big demon. Fletcher got in a tremendous full attack round where he did a total of 186 points of damage, which prompted the demon on his turn to wink out of existence. Maybe teleported, maybe went invisible. Nobody knows at this point.
Screw this. Yeah.
He did have a screw this moment after 186 points of damage in one round. That's pretty tough, especially since like Fletcher's claws are like holy weapons, and he's got he's just like hammering away at guys. Storm had a clutch fumble and ended up injuring himself to the point where he had injured his foot, and now he's at half speed. He also avoided Lothar's last round, which was to burst heal. Storm was just outside of the burst radius of that heal, but everybody else pretty much was, except for Bardos as well, was outside of it. And that was about it. Bardos and Baru were over there under the overhang, and Baru basically got into some sort of fear field and decided that he'd had enough and noped right out of there. Bardos, as we learned, is immune to fear, being an android and a soulless automaton. So he is underneath that place. Not sure what's up on the patio, but something's up there that generates a pretty significant and strong fear field, which has precluded, at least so far, anybody from getting close to it or even seeing it. And that's kind of where we start. We got a couple of things in play. One, Lothar has prayer, bless, and I think a couple of you have protection from energy and protection from evil on. Do you guys remember who that is?
Fletcher. Some people have haste.
I'm sorry?
Yes, we have haste also.
I don't have haste on here. Are you guys sure?
I've got 9 rounds of haste left.
Okay.
Yeah, he couldn't get everybody. Like he missed me and I think somebody else.
So I'm laying quietly very fast.
Very fast. Okay. And then Lothar has keened arrows, courtesy of Bardos. So if he decides to shoot the bow of Erastil, those arrows have a heightened crit range. And that's sort of where we start. We're in the middle of combat. There's a lot of things going on. I think, Gatto, you are paralyzed for another something like 9 rounds, but also only invisible for another 5 rounds, something like that.
Paralyzed for another 4.8 minutes.
Oh, okay. Excellent.
Invisible for 5 more rounds.
Okay, so you are going to be materializing very soon, which I do enjoy. And then at this point, there's still several people. Ilindar is still outside. Farina is still outside with the animals who have been feared out there. Lothar has just entered the building so he could get close enough to burst and sort of is getting his first look at what's going on there. I don't know. Thoughts about this as we wait for Matt. What are you guys' thoughts about this? These guys are not pushovers, and you guys have been taking some dings. I mean, it's good to have healing, but these, you're not sure what's going on.
One of the greatest healers in the world. We got no problem.
All right, if you guys insist.
Hey, I wanted to ask you a question. Did you say the condition that we got from that guy with the fear thing was that shaken, frightened, panicked? What was it?
It was frightened. So hold on, let me.
So we have to leave if at all possible.
Yeah, you want to exit the thing. So hold on.
Now, some of those abilities are stuff that barbarians can do, and on my conditions, it says that if they make their saving throw, so I fail to get them, or if they get it but get out of it, then I can't use that ability against them again. They basically broke the fear, if you will.
Okay.
True, maybe too, or
yeah, it would be true.
when I go up there. Okay.
Yeah, you haven't got close enough yet. So a frightened creature flees from the sources of fear as best it can. If it is physically unable to flee, it may fight. Now it doesn't say it will. It just says it's may. A frightened creature takes -2 penalty on attack, saves, skill checks, ability checks. A frightened creature can use special abilities, including spells, to flee. Indeed, the creature must use such means if they are the only way to escape. So if you've got like a teleport or something like that, you have to use it. Frightened is like shaken, except the creature must flee if possible. Panicked is a more extreme state of fear.
Okay. Thanks.
So there you go.
But nobody's currently under that, or like Storm was, I thought, but.
Well, Bardos was no. So so Baru was
Storm
like
and I got out from under it.
Yeah.
It was Otto.
No.
Did Otto get saved from it too now?
Otto missed his save. Baru had missed his save. So no, Fletcher, I don't think you and Storm ever encountered it.
We were the first two. We went up to the railing and then he scared us, so we had to run away.
Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah, that's true.
Our amazing healer took the condition off of us.
Got the condition away from you because he's so awesome.
He's awesome.
You guys have not yet gotten a look at this creature. So if it's a creature at all, you're not sure what it is up there.
Okay.
So that's where we are now. Anything else going on?
So just to verify, Fletcher's not feared anymore, right?
Fletcher is not feared, and neither is Storm.
Okay.
Yeah, Storm made the save when she got the protection from evil, and yeah, so I think we're good.
And the only one that at this point is currently under the fear effect is Baru.
Baru and Otto is still feared.
Yeah, okay. Otto too.
But they're both sort of hanging out by Farina to ensure that everything's okay.
Well, I can do remove fear, but I don't know. I mean, obviously, Baru's not going to go into combat, so it's a matter of whether you want Otto to be able to go back in or not.
I don't know at the moment that we have to. There's enough of us, but if you feel like, or I feel like that we're running shy and need more firepower, we can definitely. I just hate to use the spell. Yeah.
Well, if we get into a situation where you think Otto would be necessary, let me know, because I can cast the spell through the owl, who's right next to Otto anyway. So it'd be.
I hate to see you lose a slot though.
Pretty easy thing to do.
Okay. Thank you. You have
Cool.
spell slots, like you can only do so many every day.
Well, yeah, I have. I mean, just like a normal wizard or priest, I can do so many of each level a day.
Yeah, we'll save it. Okay, thanks.
And let's see, remove fear. Yeah, that's a low level spell.
Yeah, it's second level, I want to say. Something
First.
like that? First level. Okay.
First level for a cleric. So it takes the same spot as bless, and that's it. Most of the rest of the stuff can be easily converted to healing spells, or could be marginally useful depending, but probably not here, because we're dealing with evil on too high a level for first level spells to do much.
True. I mean, it would remove the fear because it's just a condition, and the source of the condition is not still there. I mean, they're away from it, but
right.
But if that's the case, then why don't you go ahead and do it, and I can at least use them to help tonight.
Okay, so I'll do that when my turn rolls back around.
Okay, is that my feedback coming in? Is that me feedback? Anybody hear that?
I'm not hearing it.
Yeah,
I'm not hearing it.
I don't hear any feedback either.
Probably me.
let me text Matt real quick, see where he is.
And if Lothar sees something that's a better use of his time when he gets to his turn, feel free, of course.
Okay, let me ask, so I had to step away from a phone for a phone call. Last time, the guys over here killed the first vampire, and it's turned into smoke and going somewhere. And now
that smoke was blasted away by a cone of cold from the other vampire up on the ridge there. So
he doesn't care about his friends, does he?
Well, that's sort of a demon thing.
I'm thinking friends might be a strong word to use.
Friends is kind of a strong word. And then this big nasty down here just disappeared last time. We have no idea where this thing went, right?
You're not sure if he teleported. You're not sure if he went invisible and now is like cruising around or still nearby. You're just not sure. He just disappeared.
Okay.
Now, you know, as an arcane spellcaster, that that these demons tend, especially high level demons, tend to have a fair amount of powers, including some of them can teleport at will. Right. So it could be that he did that. You're just not sure. What he didn't do was appear somewhere else.
Not in my point of view.
Not from your point of view. All right. That sounds like our good friend Matt is joining.
Hey, buddy, how are you?
Good. Are you? How far are you? Are you still in your car?
I'm still in my car, but if somebody could roll, I got my my stuff memorized to roll some. If somebody rolled dice for me, I think it would be good. Maybe Les, you can, or can I choose my designated second to roll my dice?
How are
13 minutes.
13 minutes from home?
Yep.
All right. Well, what are you guys comfortable with this car-based DMing or playing?
Yeah. Hey, if they can have car-based karaoke, we can have car-based DM.
All right, let's rock and roll. Any other questions? I just so Matt, you just missed. I just did a recap of last time, a little bit of the battle. We talked about some questions and buffs and stuff like that. So you didn't miss much. Any other questions before we jump in?
So as I recall, there was two big things standing. There was a bunch of riffraff, and there was one vampire still standing, one gaseous, one giant demon that we were battling, and then one mysterious figure that was making everybody wet themselves. They got close. Is that about it?
That's about it. So the gaseous form vampire, you think? I mean, everybody sort of thinks was blasted away by the cone of cold that came from the other vampire, the one up on the patio. The
hilarious.
Big. I'm sorry.
It's hilarious. Blasting himself, his brother away, whatever.
Yep, and then the big demon.
What? I know what happened. That vampire's one of the verm.
Yeah,
one of the verm. And the big demon disappeared after taking 186 points of damage from Fletcher in a single round. So he was hurt. He wasn't dead, but he disappeared. Now you're not sure if he teleported or if he went invisible. Demons are known to have both of those powers sometimes at the same time. So could be anything going on. But that's where we start, and we start with Draugato, who is still paralyzed.
Yep.
All right. So that would
I'll mark
be
up around.
We're yelling at him, hey,
right?
get to doing stuff, man.
Well, he's still invisible. You guys don't know where he is. And considering his penchant for going invisible and doing all kinds of stuff, your guess is that he's probably looking for the vault.
Now, we're not
someone knows
worried.
where I'm at. Lothar stumbled over me.
Oh, that's true. Well, now Lothar doesn't know that it's you. He's stumbled over something.
Lothar knows he hit something invisible.
Could be anything. Could be that dead guy. You never know.
You really should put a bell on Draugato so we can find him easier.
Well, I suppose I could do invisibility purge, so we could just point and laugh at his paralyzed self.
I'm afraid what else you'll reveal, it might be too much for our sanity.
Just move on.
All right, now it's Farina's turn. So Farina, you've got the animals with you, all sort of behind that thing. There is a big ballista bolt sticking out of the cart, but it didn't go through. You had been shooting arrows through the middle, but now you've come around to the southern end of the cart and are sort of looking. Right now, you're looking inside. You can see Flashheart, you can see Lothar, and you're looking directly down the barrel of a loaded ballista. Thankfully, there are no demons there preparing to fire it at you.
Yeah, never mind. Go ahead.
Sorry. Can I see this guy, Les, up here on the balcony? Right.
Probably. I would. Yeah, I would think so. He's pretty far away, though.
I have to take a 5-foot step to reach him. I already measured it out.
Okay.
So I'm going to take a 5-foot step. And
All
I'm
right.
going... What's that?
Okay. No. Go ahead.
Okay. So 14, 9, and 9. Because I'm going to do the extra. If I remember right, these guys are like sorely hard to hit, aren't they?
24.
That second one should be 9. I'm sorry, so 5 off of that. So 21.
21 is a miss. 24 is a miss.
Does that include your bless and prayer?
It does.
Sadly, okay.
Yeah, I just can't hit that guy.
15 is a miss. You're peppering that sort of railing on that thing, which is sort of funkily shaped. Your arrows just can't seem to slick by there. And he did actually dodge out of the way of one of them. He's pretty tough to hit, especially from far away. You want to? That's 5-foot step, and then the full action. So that's it for you.
Yep.
And we can speak out of turn, right?
Sure.
So Fletcher here's behind him. Fletcher, how would you like an all expense paid trip to the balcony, courtesy of Storm Airline?
Let's try it again. Actually, maybe you should take Flashheart. I can get there pretty quick with this haste on me. Just a thought.
Okay.
Well, at least Flashheart's about to try to spin this ballista around and make some witty comment before he plunges it.
Okay, then then I'll take the dragon ride.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
I'm going to take the dragon ride.
Ooh.
She runs over and smacks something on the floor, almost like she steps on something.
Did you do your sound effect? I didn't hear it.
He didn't. He was not prepared.
Unprepared. There it is.
Ouch.
Get a few extras in there. There we go. Okay, so all right, so it's Flashheart's turn. What are you gonna? Were you saying that you were going to spin that thing around?
Yeah, and I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna go full action. I'm like, "Hey, ugly, stick around," and pull the trigger on that ballista.
All right, it takes it's a move action to sort of wheel it around, and then.
Hasted.
Oh, that's fine. You get around. It's still a move action though. You have to kind of like spin it on the thing,
Yeah.
and then you're gonna like bring it up and sort of like crank it and fire.
You said it was already cranked and loaded, right?
Well, it's
Because
loaded.
everybody
You're
fired
going
it
to
up.
have to like sort of, it's sort of level at the time. You sort of have to kick it back on the gimbal so that it's pointing upwards.
Yes,
but you
that's
can
what I would
fire
do.
it. Now he has some cover from ranged weapons, but yeah, you could fire it.
Wait, I'm sorry. He's 16 feet tall.
No, this guy's not 16 feet tall. He's only about 11 feet tall.
This is the big demon that's standing right there?
The other guy is 16 feet tall. The big one, which you can't see right now.
Oh, okay. But this guy's still pretty big.
He's still pretty big, but he's also on. There's a big railing in front of him too, which is where his cover comes from. So you're going to be -2 on that shot.
All right.
And have you ever fired a ballista before?
Well, I've been in the Army for a while. You know, my first job after dishwasher was ballista.
First job today, dishwashing. Tomorrow, ballista.
Yeah.
All right, take a shot.
All right. So who wants to roll for me? Who feels lucky?
And what's your range? Do you know what your range attack bonus is?
It would be my dexterity, right?
Yeah. Plus dexterity.
So it's going to be plus. What was the first one?
Level plus dexterity.
Oh, okay. So it's going to be 11.
Who do you want to roll?
I nominate Don since he can't roll for his own character right now.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Please.
I would let Don do it. That way he gets to do something.
I would be honored to have you roll my dice. Give me proud.
The perfect scapegoat. 27 is a hit.
Nice.
All right. So Fletcher, you wheel this thing around, pivot it up on the gimbal. Bang! It goes off, and that thing shoots up and hits this guy. I don't even know how much damage a ballista does.
While you calculate that, remember, I didn't. I spun it around. I cranked it. I leveled it. I talked smack, and then I fired it. So
I know how much damage.
Some style points.
There you go.
Yeah.
It does not do that much. But it is a heavy ballista, so
50, 100, right?
So is that a nuclear tipped ballistic?
3d8 on that. So 3d8 plus his dex bonus.
So my
Plus his dex bonus?
Plus his dex.
What's your dex bonus?
1.
Perfect. So 3d8 plus 1.
But,
19 points of ballista. All right, heck of a shot. Boom. So he's like, yanks it out of his shoulder, breaks it, and throws it down. And he stares daggers at you, Flashheart. You think he's coming for you next.
I give him a little come here.
Bring it. Fletcher, what about you? What are you going to do?
Mike, I figured, I just did the math in my head. A double move will get me to this area right here.
Okay.
On my own.
If you delayed.
Well, you got to go up the steps unless you're climbing.
Oh, good.
But if you delay, Storm can just basically reach it down and grab you. As long as you don't resist, take you up there and just drop you right next to it. And then you get your act, and then you can choose to come into the initiative, and then
I get the attack right there. Okay,
You
then
get
I'll wait for that.
full action without having to move.
Yep. So I'm delaying.
Okay, you are delaying. So let me know when you want to come back. Ilindar.
So Storm's going to take and drop him off right between her and him.
So he's going to grab Fletcher and just plop him right there?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Can do.
As long as he doesn't weigh over about 3,000 pounds, she can do it.
How much do you weigh, Fletcher? I'm thinking 3,000 pounds, 3,020 pounds, something like that.
No,
It's
not
probably
even.
3,001.
3,001 pounds. Oh, I can't get off the ground. Well, so he would be. So normally Fletcher weighs what? About 250?
180.
180. All right. So I think
double
enlarged
size is probably about 400 or 500 pounds.
8 times.
The loincloth is at least 500 pounds.
8 times.
It's
So
8 times.
So that would be 14. Yeah, 1,400 pounds. So within range, but even Storm has to comment about that maybe Fletcher needs to lay off the snacks.
Yeah.
No more Cheetos.
Eat a salad, Jim.
So that's
Nutrisystem.
That's Storm's full action. One is grabbing him and the other is the single movement to get him.
All right. And I'm assuming, Fletcher, that you are going to, at this point, return back into the initiative?
I sure
Hang
am.
on. Eleanor's going to go first, though.
Oh, I forgot about Eleanor.
Eleanor's still
He
able to.
hasn't done anything this whole
Since
fight.
Storm communicated that the thing disappeared, Elendar's casting See Invisibility and then moving up right behind Lothar and looking around.
Okay. So see invisibility. So you see laying on the ground, literally under Lothar, underfoot. Lothar is just sort of standing over him. You see Gatto, and Gatto, are you laying down?
I am laying down.
Okay.
Completely still.
And you can sort of see him right there if I move him over there.
Ignore that roll. That was an accident.
No, that counts.
Okay.
No, it doesn't.
That was a good roll, but
That was a good roll. We'll take that one.
So yeah, so Eleanor, you see frankly frightened looking Gatto who's laying on the ground and very still, but his eyes are open and he does seem to be breathing.
Okay, Dwight, I'm more worried about. Well, I should be worried about Gatto. All of us should be, but I am more worried about anything else I see in here that.
Weirdly, it doesn't look like he has changed sides yet in this battle.
At least we got to him before he changed sides.
Got to him before he changed sides. So, so you're looking around. What's the range? What's the range on that?
My vision. Which I've got 120-foot dark vision.
120-foot dark vision. So you don't see any invisible creatures. You do see that. Well, you don't see any other invisible creatures.
Okay, that was my action. I'll.
You do see. Can you
I'll tell
see,
Lothar he's standing on Gatto.
Can you see up here?
Up where?
Up here. Can you see? Oh, probably not.
No.
Because it's blacked out. Okay.
I cannot see it.
Okay, that's good.
But I'll tell Lothar that he's standing on Gatto. In case he was, interested.
You want to know what that is? That was Gatto.
Yeah, you don't see any other invisible creatures.
Don't kill him.
By the way, you're standing on Gatto, so. But I'll call out. I don't see anything else invisible.
All right.
Okay, now Fletcher's up.
Fletcher.
Now I'm up. So say you're ugly and your mother dresses you funny. And
Same to you, he says in Abyssal. Same to you. That's a hit.
Okay. Now really do this.
Okay.
And that's holy damage.
Holy damage.
Magical.
Done by hose.
Okay. Next attack.
That's it. Also hit. Damn, son.
He rolls a Thor and he hits. That's crazy. That's awesome.
There's a lot of strength bonuses going on with him right now. I take it he's still standing?
Still standing, but he's not happy.
One more attack.
You are just beating the crap out of this guy with this hammer. 26 is a hit. Barely, but a hit.
Not
now,
by a miss.
Okay.
And 40 more.
That knocks him to the ground, at which point he disappears. And you see he sort of dematerializes into a big cloud of gas and begins sort of like swirling around you.
Cone of cold coming online.
Well, the last time it was him that did the cone of cold. So I mean,
Hey, was that a verm just now?
Ooh, I think it is, because the only other person that hit him was Flashheart with the ballista.
Cha-ching.
I think that was a verm.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
It is a cheaty verm.
Does it count as a verm when you did 98 points of damage to something? It's not like you stole a kill. It's you went in and slaughtered something wholeheartedly.
I thought Fletcher hit him first.
No. Flash hit him first.
Okay, I thought Fletcher hit him first. Okay.
Yeah, it's by under the rules of the Geneva Convention that does count as a verm, even though the disproportionate. I agree with you, Chuck. There was a wildly disproportionate hit point delivery that would normally be reversed in the case of a traditional verm, but in this case, it does meet the qualifications. All right, so that's Fletcher. Fletcher, you see, remember that guy that you were fighting?
Yes, big boy.
He comes around the corner and begins walking towards you.
Coming back for more, are we?
But before he can do that, oh wait, he's gone. Hold on a second. Before he can do that, it's not his turn.
The evil guys are arguing over whose turn it is. Okay. No, I want to go next.
So you feel, hold on, I just gotta make sure this is, oh yeah, it's okay. All right, this could be a game changer. You feel a tear open up behind you in the fabric of the plains as it begins ripped apart, and you feel yourself being drawn backwards into that tear because something has cast dismissal on you.
Oh my.
Dismissal forces an extraplanar creature back to its proper plane if it fails a will save.
Oh
Your proper plane is the prime material plane, buddy boy.
Oh.
Will save DC 22.
Any chance this is counts as an enchantment?
No, it does not.
I didn't think so. Okay.
Not cool, bro.
Not cool, bro. So
can we aid him at all, or is there anything we can do to aid him?
Yeah, we can push him through the portal.
It's basically you feel the pull of your own plane dragging you backwards towards the prime material. And you could end up anywhere on the prime material too.
This gives me an idea. This is how we free the slaves. We just dismiss them all.
Oh, yeah.
It would work. Does anybody in this party have dismissal?
Not that many times.
Well, maybe we prioritize.
Oh no! Will save natural 1.
Look at Dan's face. Oh, Dan.
Hi, Flashheart or Fletcher.
Flashheart, you still have your hands on the ballista, and you look up and you see Fletcher up there, and Storm up there next to him. Storm drops him off. You see him just completely destroy that 11-foot tall vampire guy, and then out of the nowhere you see him sort of like he looks to the north, and then suddenly you see him sort of just go like almost tesseract into nothingness, and then he's gone.
Damn. That's
you know, Les, this is the second time this month you've done this to me.
This demon runs.
Yeah, he did tell you. Besides verms, he's now counting dismissals against us.
This guy charges and attacks Storm. He has multi-attack. Let me see if he has pounce. Hold on a second. I hope so. I think he does. No, but he has improved vital strike, which he is going to. Oh, he has multi-attack. He does have multi-attack. So just to double check and make sure I'm doing this right. Creatures.
But if you're moving, you only get 1.
Yeah, you still only get 1. So he is going to do a bite attack. He's going to try and bite Storm with improved vital strike. Let's see this. 3 times and adds the results together before adding bonus. Okay, so here it comes. His bite is plus 25. So this is going to be super fun. I have a feeling this is going to be a good round for me. He bites Storm. 35 to hit.
Does not hit.
Does not hit. What is Storm's AC so I can write it down and keep you from cheating?
And cheat? It's 40 right now.
It's 40. How that seems impossible.
Her normal AC is 32. She's got +4 for mage armor. And being a summoner, anything I can cast on myself, I can cast on Storm. And Storm also has shield, which adds 4. So kicks us from 32 up to 40.
Yeah, I suppose that's true. Okay. All right, 40. So he did miss. The teeth
Don't forget
snapped
the
down.
plus 2 for
And did not hit, but that is his. Now Lothar's turn. Lothar, you saw what happened to Fletcher. Unless you were looking down. Well, actually, you know what? Give me a quick perception check to see if you did see what happened to Fletcher. 20 perception. Yeah, you would have seen that happen as Flashheart yelled out, "Oh no!" And Fletcher's just like disappeared.
So would I recognize that as he has been dismissed?
Dismissal is if I recall correctly, it is a divine spell, divine abjuration. So yeah, and you carry it. So I would think that yes, you would recognize that he has been dismissed back to the prime material plane.
Okay.
Cool, man. Not cool.
There's currently nothing I can do about that.
Nope.
So I'm going to.
This is the second time I've done that to you, Dan. Sorry about that.
He's not sorry at all.
I'm going to take a 5-foot step to here.
Okay.
But I'm going to shuffle my feet a lot and kick around as I leave that square.
Sure. Gatto take 1 point of boot damage.
Step on fingers, that sort of thing. And then I'm going to take my 2 attacks at this demon with the bow.
The big guy. Okay.
Yeah, at the big guy.
Okay.
I assume that as large as he is, we're not dealing with cover issues. So.
No, probably not.
21
is going to miss.
And that's 24 because I don't have any of or 23 because I don't have any of the pluses in it. And then 18 would be 21.
Also miss. So both arrows miss.
Yeah.
All right. Ting, ting. 2 misses. Matt Meadow is back. Did he come in?
What did I actually roll to hit?
There he is.
Oh, you might be connecting.
Hey, he's home.
10 and 12. Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, that wasn't super good, but
I mean, it is Lothar. I mean, come on. 10 and 12 is actually not bad.
You've pulled some clutch hits out of your trick bag, so you never know with Lothar. Lothar is a little bit feast or famine, mostly famine, but when he hits the feast, it's you could say no chuck, big bucks, no chucks, all you want, but there have been some notable instances where you have come through in a pinch. Dragato, you are still paralyzed, but another round off. Farina.
All right, Farina's going to move forward and get an advantage with point blank. So she's got to go up here and she'll take cover behind the ballista.
Okay.
Remember, I think everyone but Gatto is hasted. So
I'm not.
Were you not one of the ones?
Gatto's hasted.
Yeah, Gatto's quickly napping.
Oh, he's not asleep at all. Gatto is well aware of the predicament that he is in. 30 to hit. Any other bonuses on there?
No, God, no. Do I need more bonuses than that?
31.
No.
He's got an AC of 31.
Are you kidding?
I am not kidding. He's tough. He is very tough. So that is a miss. Anything else that you could do?
No, I moved and I'll get 1 shot.
All right. Lord Flashheart, do you want to reload the ballista and shoot at the big demon? You don't see. By the way, Fletcher seems to be gone. I don't know if you caught that in transit.
You're just enjoying the hell out of this, aren't you?
I think I'm all caught up on that one.
And right, I take no pleasure in this sort of thing.
Fletcher is still gone, by the way.
So all I see is the vampire on the balcony, or this guy on the balcony. Is there
vampire's gone. You can see the whirlwind, which is just sort of floating around there. The big demon has returned and he's attacking Storm on the balcony.
Okay. All right.
I don't know if you're here for Fletcher. Fletcher vermed the vampire. Yeah.
Right. All right. So I guess I'm gonna either I gotta run up a bunch of stairs to go engage this guy, or I gotta load this ballista. How long does it take to load a ballista?
1 round.
All right, I will load a ballista.
All right, so you're gonna use this round. You're gonna load that ballista. Luckily there are plenty of ballista bolts laying around, so you can just grab one, slot it, and you crank in the thing back and getting it loaded. It will be ready to fire at the beginning of next round.
Just out of curiosity, if I had hasted, I could have run all the way up the stairs. I think I'd have been right about like where that purple or that pink line is. I think it's
Potentially. I
exactly
mean, depending on your which your speed is 30, right?
25.
25. So hasted gives you, and I can never remember this. It's another 30, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you could. I mean, 55 would have taken you. So if you would be able to go 55 in a round, so 55 would get you about here. And then, yeah, I mean, if you wanted to use your second round, you could get up the stairs and on the balcony.
Okay, so maybe after this next fire shot, I'll do it. And then finally, loading the ballista goes no faster with haste, right?
No, you still have to crank the thing back.
I'll think of something cool to say, another witty saying and ponder how to bring back Fletcher.
I'm still waiting for what the text of the first witty saying was.
Well, I was.
I've got Twitter ready to go.
Okay. Let me workshop this. I'll get back to you.
No pressure, though.
Okay. I'm gonna go to like small rooms first before I bring it to the big venue.
Yeah, you got to play the comedy clubs around the outskirts of Alliston before you go to the big show. All right, Illendar and Storm. So Storm, you've got this guy here. He's a bit of a badass though, and you fumbled last time, so you're probably still. Oh wait, could you fly that far on half speed?
60 times 2. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Remember, your movement rate is halved. That includes flying because of what you did. You poked yourself. You pierced your own hoof. Do dragons have hoofs? I guess not. Probably they have weird chicken-looking feet. Probably. I don't know.
She's got, tiger feet.
She's probably suffering some malaise, a little bit of trepidation, maybe even. Something that would result in probably a -10 to hit, something like that.
I'm pretty sure it's not at all.
Okay.
So, all right. Okay, she's gonna
full attack.
Full attack.
All right. I let slip that his AC is 31, so 19 will miss. 30 first claw will hit 33. 17 claw, no. A potential crit wing buffet, and then everything else misses.
Okay, I'm going to do the same.
Yeah, go ahead and roll the that to see if you confirm the wing buffet. Not confirmed. So you do have a single claw hit and a wing buffet with exploding dice.
So the claw is 28, and that's also holy. So in case that needs to bypass DR.
Okay.
And then the wing buffet is 21.
So a total of 49?
Yeah.
Okay. Are wing buffets holy?
Yeah.
In this case? Okay.
Pretty much all of our natural attacks are.
Whoops. Hold on. Okay. Gotcha. All right. Cool. All right. Now what about you, Illendar? What are you going to do? So you can see Gatto's body down there. I mean, he looks paralyzed, but now would be a time if you wanted to like torture him or coup de grace or something like that.
It's not as fun if you can't like squirm or yell out or anything. I'm gonna call the Lothar. I think Gatto's paralyzed or something. He's not moving. I think there's anything I can do. No, I'm not that kind of
not that kind of spellcaster. Can't be helped. Can't help him. Everything fades.
No, so I'm gonna grab him and just drag him outside here.
Okay.
Outside of the combat area.
Okay. Just dragging him out in the street.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like propping him up against the wall or putting him up against the wall.
You see a couple of rock slavers flying around overhead, waiting to see what's going on. Kidding, you do not see.
I hide behind Gatto.
Take him. Invisible. Take him. 100 gold. All right. So you grab Gatto, invisible Gatto, and drag him outside into the street. Fletcher, you find yourself in what looks to be a red dirt desert. The sun is pretty high in the sky. You do see, but the whole region looks pretty bare. You don't see any particular recognizable landmarks or anything like that. It's actually quite flat. You can see some maybe a mesa in the distance, but it's pretty far. You don't have any idea where you are.
Hey, Les.
Yep.
The communication I've got with Urushalay, how long does that take to initiate?
About it's like a ritual, so it would be like about 10 minutes.
Dang it. Okay.
It's not instantaneous, if that's what you're thinking.
Okay.
Dan, is there anything that you can do to try and figure out where you are, or any spells or anything you want to do?
I can at least try a survival check.
Sure.
Would that help, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
14. You think
continue to come.
It's pretty cold. I mean, it's so your guess is that it's high desert or northerly desert. The reddish blasted sort of sandy dirt. I mean, it's very reminiscent of the World Wound, but where in the World Wound? I mean, it's hard to recognize.
And I'm in the wide open, and there's nothing to hide except a mesa that's a long way off.
Yeah, and the upside is you don't see any creatures flying around.
Yeah, I still
That's
think
not an upside for him. He likes killing things.
Really, I was about to kill something, for crying out loud.
We're hoping for a tauntaun to wander by or something like that.
I guess I would just start marching towards the mesa.
All right, you're gonna march towards the mesa. Okay, cool. All right, that is Fletcher. He's gone. Is she gonna do anything? She is. I think yes, she definitely is. So she is gonna do. Yep.
Point of clarification. So when we came through the gate originally, we were talking about how demons came through the gate. When they got killed in our plane, they stayed dead on our plane.
Yes.
They thus couldn't reform over here. So I guess they couldn't be dismissed then, right?
No, they can be dismissed. That's the difference. If they're killed, but it's the difference between if you've been summoned somewhere for killing. It's if you've been summoned or if you've walked across through a gate.
So Dan wasn't summoned, but he could still be dismissed.
Yeah, he can still be dismissed.
Dismissal's a different thing.
Dismissal's a different thing. Yeah, it's different from like slaying a demon and sending them back to their home plane for a century and a day. Dismissal is you guys are in the abyss. Technically, you take on, as you enter the abyss, you take on the extraplanar creature, quality. You're extraplanar to this creature. The creature that cast dismissal is a native of the abyss. She sends you back. So, the sad part is that creature only has one of those spells, sadly. Which
sadly,
next time I'll have more. I'll.
Everyone's got that by default now.
No, I'm just going to hand out wands of dismissal at this point. They're soldiers. All right.
For every bleed that Gado can cast, you have 2 dismissals.
All right. So next, we're going to do this, and this is going to be fun. Hold on a sec. I just got to get the template here. Let's see. We're going to go ahead and do. Oh, yeah, that's got it right there. See that circle? Which gets pretty much everybody against Storm, except for Storm, right? Am I right there?
If it's an area effect starting from the middle, I'm around the wall, and so is Gado.
No, you're through the door, and the door is open.
Okay, went around the wall where I thought that was the wall right there. I was basically getting Gado out of the combat zone, and I was tucking us around the wall. And I told you I was putting him up against the wall.
All right. Well, so you would have to be outside further down.
Okay, so, I thought that was the end of the wall.
Now, let me show you where it is, and then you can replant so that you can avoid the consequences of this. So these are the doors are right here.
Consequences or
And
bonuses.
they are
Hard to
both,
say.
you see that white square? So that's the doorway. And they're both open.
I can't grab my guy.
Oh, sorry. Hold on a
I
second.
keep grabbing the 20-foot radius thing.
There you go. Now try.
So if that's the end, I would have been probably right here, and Gatto would be right there.
Right there.
Because I'm propping him up against the wall on the outside.
Okay. There we go. Okay. No, if he's around the corner, so it's black tentacles is what it is. So black tentacles coming up.
Black tentacles still get you, I think.
Yeah.
This gives it away. Shane is actually that demon. We knew it.
We knew it, Shane.
So
Black
I think
tentacles would still work. Yeah.
Yeah, black tentacles would still work. So I think I can get Draugato, and everybody. I don't think I can get you without losing Flash Art, and I don't want to lose Flash Art in this. So here, rubbery black tentacles appear, burrowing up to the floor and reaching for the creature. Every creature within there has to make a CMB check to grapple, to avoid the grapple, including the round that the black tentacles is cast. When turning the tentacles CMB.
The tentacles make a CMB check to try and beat their CMD.
Right.
To beat everyone's CMD.
Level.
D is in David, right? Not D is in boy.
+5.
Les is going to roll.
I'm going to roll the CMB against you guys.
Against everyone's CMD. So look up what your CMD is, because that's what's going to. That's kind of like your armor class for this attack.
Oh yeah, I'm ready.
11, 16. Okay, so CMB is going to be 11 +5 +16. So here we go.
Roll low, roll low.
33.
That's a hit.
Crap.
So who is so Gatto I think is probably automatically entangled.
No wait, I have a CMD. It's 17.
Okay.
You didn't get Otto, right? You didn't try to reach Otto, correct?
Oh no, it's not. No, yeah, it doesn't even get close to those guys.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Brina's down.
Okay, so anybody who's got a less than a 33 CMD is now grappled and takes 1d6 +4 damage as the tentacles slap you around. Ooh, max 10 points each of tentacle damage, and everybody takes a grapple. So Lothar, what about you? So who's grappled? Is everybody grappled?
Yeah.
With that roll, heck yeah.
Oh yeah, I like that. So grapple condition. Let's just go ahead and do that.
Not a weekend unless you've taken 10 points of tentacle damage. Am I right, guys? Am I right?
All right, grappled. You are restrained. You cannot move. -4 to Dex, -2 to attack and combat maneuver, except made those to escape the grapple. In addition, you can take no action that requires 2 hands. Grappled creature who tends to cast a spell has to make a concentration check, which in this case would be DC 10 +16 plus the spell level. So unless you got some boss concentrations, you guys are stuck. Right. That is going to be it for her.
I guess the dragon's going to have to save us.
What did you say?
Oh. I'm outside.
She still comes around and does it.
Yeah,
Should be like a 1 hit point damage each time.
Double slap. All right, so now it is the big demon's turn, and he is going to do a full attack on Storm, and that includes bite, 2 claws, 2 pinchers, and a tail slap. Big physical attack. All right, so that actually, you know what he's going to do?
Come on, fumble.
We need you to fumble big time.
Yeah.
No, he's gonna try and bite him again. He's gonna do an improved vital strike. He's just gonna try and bite him, and then he's going to do an at-will magical ability. So let's just go ahead and do that. So he's first things first. He's gonna try and bite Storm. Oh yes, 44 using improved vital strike. Improved vital strike. When you use attack, you make 1 attack at your highest. that deals additional damage. Weapon dice, roll the weapon's damage dice for the attack 3 times and add the results together before adding strength. They are not, this is not a crit, so okay. So the damage from this attack is 2d6 plus 12. So now it becomes 6, am I right? 6d6 plus 12?
Yeah.
3 times 66 plus 12. And I'm going to need a fortitude save from Storm. 27 points of bite damage. Make it a good one because this is hard. I'll tell you what the DC on this fortitude is right now. It's 26.
Yeah, she doesn't have a good chance of doing that one.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Holy shoot, man. What is that, a 16? All right, so only 1d4 of strength damage from the horrifying demon saliva that gets in there. So 4 points of strength damage, and it disappears.
Okay.
Any arcane spellcasters watching that disappearance? Ilindar, can you see that?
Nope.
We clearly won.
All right. Well, nobody knows. Lothar, Lothar, do you have any sort of, I guess you have knowledge religion. Do you have any magic specific knowledges?
No, I'm pretty sure I don't have knowledge arcane. Hang on.
Are we going to level from this one battle list?
I have nature planes, and religion.
Do planes. Give me a knowledge planes.
Okay. 25.
He teleported. You're sure of it. He teleported. And he can do it at will.
Okay.
Because he also attacked.
I mean,
go ahead and coup de grace, Gatto.
That's terrible, but aren't most demons teleporting at will here?
Wait. Does teleporting at will mean they can do it as a swift action?
Yes.
Those aren't the same.
It's not a spell. Yeah, it's a spell-like ability, and so he doesn't have to go through all of. Yeah, yeah.
Well, there's a difference. You can have a spell-like ability that's not a swift action. That's
true. But in this case, yeah, it's his teleport. He just like pops in and out.
Okay.
You know, when you had me play Malvingian, he could teleport, but it wasn't a swift action.
Right. He had to use it as a standard, or standard.
It was standard for him. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Lothar, you're up. You are still encased in black tentacles, which are reaching up and coming perilously close to your junk.
Now, I don't know exactly how this works. So
you have to
no, wait a minute. I haven't finished yet.
Oh, okay.
Siggy can cast spells I can cast spells through Siggy.
Yes.
So the question is that just a mental thing that I have with my bird, or do I have to do all of the physical animated stuff and then it just comes out of the bird? The reason it makes a difference is because I can have Siggy fly through and try to dispel magic. But if it's going to mean I have to make some ridiculous concentration check, then it won't work. So I'm not going to do that. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand. That's a good question. And honestly, I'm not sure.
My guess, and I hate to say this because it goes against us, my guess would be you physically have to cast the spell, but it just comes out of the bird.
That would be my first guess too. But I have no legitimate authority.
Because the bird isn't actually casting the spell. You are. It's just.
Right. My question would really be the connection, because let's see. So for instance, this is a VS spell. So there's some verbal, there's some semantic, which means if I have to do them,
you have to make a concentration check.
Then I have to make that concentration check, which I have no chance of making. But if going through the bird.
Why don't you have a chance?
Well, because of the level.
The concentration check is like 40. What did he say? 10 plus 16 plus the spell level?
Yeah. So that's 26, 20. Dispel Magic's a third level spell.
So typically 29. Overpowered BS from the bad guys, if I must say so. But no, so there's really, I mean, obviously I could roll a natural 20, but there's a natural 20 only chance really of being able to do that. Because I think for concentration for me, it's a D20 plus your spell level?
I believe so. Hold on, let me double check that though.
And are there any other additives that go with that? Because I don't have any.
There can be like combat casting.
Right, I don't have any of the feats that would allow for
it's
that.
D20 plus the casting level of the spell that you're trying to.
No, so that's even worse.
Oh, you're talking about dispel magic. You're
No,
talking
I'm talking about the concentration check
concentration
necessary.
check. Yeah, your
Okay, so
bonus.
first level, it's D20 plus the 1.
Hang on.
Hold on, I'm almost there.
Like my concentration check for do you have
grapple
the
or
Excel
pen?
sheet, right?
It requires.
It says it in the info section.
I got it right here. Yeah, it says casting a spell while you are grappled or pinned is difficult. Requires a concentration check of DC 10 plus. Oh, okay. To cast a spell, you must concentrate. To make a concentration check, you roll a D20, add your caster level and the ability score modifier used to determine bonus spells at the same time. So wisdom. So caster level plus wisdom bonus.
Right.
And you're trying to beat what, 29?
Plus
So
10.
your caster level, no, 29 is the DC.
Right.
So what's your caster level? Is 12, right?
Caster levels, no, it's 10.
10. Okay. So D20 plus 10 plus what's your ability modifier on
Plus
Wiz?
4, so 14.
Plus 14.
So a D20 plus 14.
So you need a 15 or better.
Yeah. So you got.
But you would lose this if you blow it though. You lose the spell.
Right. No, I get that. That's what I'm saying. I don't. Basically, Lothar's rolls, my rolls are logged into this account. However you want to look at it.
Okay.
There's not a great opportunity for success here, in my opinion.
Okay.
If I have to do a
it.
concentration check, right? I mean, that's just, it's realistic. So
Yep.
It may be the only thing I can do. So, because the alternative is to what? Try to do a CMB.
Right. You got to try and extricate yourself from the thing. So essentially you try to break the grapple and get out of the tentacles.
Which means you probably have to do a natural 20.
There's actually, yeah.
Well, so the grapple check was, what did I roll? I forget.
33.
33.
All right. Well, I mean, we'll just have to do it this way. So there doesn't really need to be any movement because the spell has
44 was the grapple check.
Have a good night.
Good night, X-Man.
No, 44 was what you hit Storm with. 33 was.
Oh, that's right. That's right. 33. Okay.
Don't try to.
Sorry, I
cheat.
forgot the mute wasn't on mute. Apologies.
That's right. No,
Okay,
I remember
so
33 because it was one more. If Storm would have been there, Storm would have missed it by 1, and Storm's got a phenomenal CMD.
Okay, so from where Siggy is, it's well within the reach of hitting this zone. So without any movement, I'm going to do a concentration check. Try to cast Dispel Magic, I guess, through Siggy, or if I make the con check, it doesn't really matter, does it? Whether it's me or whether it's the bird.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter whether it's you or the bird.
So it's going to be a D20 plus 14. So does Bless or Prayer affect either of these?
No. Bless does not. Prayer might.
That's a good question. I think prayer does actually.
So it's another +2.
Like I said, I know Bless doesn't, but prayer might.
Yeah, I don't think Bless does. Bless is just a +1 to hit.
Yeah.
+1 luck on attack, damage, saves, and skills.
Well, you should your foes take -1. I'm going to rule in this case that it does help. It seems like something that would.
Okay, so then this would be the concentration check to even be able to attempt the spell.
Okay.
20.
Nope. Did not make it.
So that's the end of that.
Well, no, you didn't add the +2 for prayer, so but it's still 22. So it's not going to be enough.
I did add the +2 for prayer. No, you're right. I didn't. I'm sorry. So that would be 22, but that's still
not going to be enough. Not would you need a 29? I think a 29 is what you needed. So, okay. So that is a standard action. Do you want to try? I mean, you could try and break the grapple. You never know. People roll natural 20s.
Well, yeah, let's do that because that'll be fun to laugh at.
What's your
D20 plus my CMB?
It doesn't matter. Just roll. You have to do a natural 20.
There we go.
Okay. All right. So you are stuck. Draugato, you are also stuck.
Yep.
How many more rounds of invisibility do you have?
2 now.
2 more? Farina, what are you going to do?
Farina can't see anything to cast a spell against and doesn't have Dispel Magic. And if she rolled a 20, she still would not be able to break the grapple. So she's
a 20 always works, so you might as well at least try for the natural 20.
Oh, a 20 always works, even if it doesn't?
20 always works.
Yeah. Ooh, 18.
Close.
Very close. But no cigar. All right. So anything else you want to try? Who?
She shook her head no.
No, I don't think I got anything.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear anything, so I thought maybe I'd froze. Sorry about that.
No,
Okay.
I think a spell app, and I don't think Otto's going to be able to help us out of this. So at the moment, nope.
Okay. Flash art.
All right, so I can use one of my spell slots to dispel magic, right? I rarely do this, so I have to ask again.
I'm sorry. Say that again. Can you use one of your spell slots to dispel magic? I don't know.
Do you have the spell dispel magic?
I don't think I do, actually.
Then no.
Let me check my spell slot now. It's not one of the ones I have. Just what do I have here? I was thinking, I best be thinking of a different character feat because I never use this spell. So
I'll look it up real quick, but
let's see. I got.
I would be surprised if you had dispel magic. It's a 3rd level
Protection
spell.
from evil. Protection
don't
from evil. Word of resolve. Holy javelin.
I don't even know if dispel magic is on the paladin list.
It is.
Yeah, I don't know
It's a
if it
third
is.
level paladin spell.
No
Yep.
kidding.
Yeah.
Okay.
And at
I'm looking at
level
it.
10, I don't think I have any 3rd level paladin spells. I think I have 1st and 2nd, but I have to double check that. The old spell slots need to be updated here. All right, so I guess I'm gonna try to go through the grapple, right? To break the grapple.
Okay.
So that's gonna be, what was the DC on it?
33.
So
if
I
you
see
have a
roll
wisdom
20.
of at least 12,
Yes.
then you've got one 3rd level slot.
All right. Well, I didn't declare it was spell magic, but it would be a spell I could have. So how does that work? I thought this spell magic could fill a space of any slot.
Spell magic is a
No.
spell slot.
If you're a cleric or a healer, you can use like a cure spell, a heal
That's
spell
what I'm thinking.
to be a but
Yeah,
not
that's
to
what I
spell
was thinking.
magic.
I was thinking as a paladin, you're basically an armored cleric. So
Do you have to prep?
all right.
You have to prep it.
All
Yeah. Well,
So you would have had to
to.
prep something in this slot. I don't know what you prepped in that slot, but you had one 3rd level slot.
Which I think was
I'm pretty sure it was dispel magic.
it's holy javelin. Yeah, pretty sure it was dispel magic. I
was
remember
holy
that time.
javelin?
Remember I sent you that text that got lost, right?
I'm checking my text and I didn't get it.
Yeah, holy javelin.
All right. So what do you want to do?
Well, I'm gonna try to break the grapple, and if I don't have the spell, I have to break the grapple.
Okay.
So that's going to be
Your
What's
CMB
DC
and roll and get above 33,
or roll a d20.
or get 33 or better.
Yeah, what's your-
B as in boy, right? Or
B as
D
in Bravo.
B as in boy, yeah.
B as in boy. All right,
Which
one
for
second.
you should be probably somewhere in the 12, 13, 14 range.
Yep, that's where it is. Just have too many of these things open here. Two. But okay, the only reason I'm hesitating is I took strength hits. I think I took the strength hit of 3, so I would count that off my CMB, right? So I'd be less than that, be a 9. Okay, just making sure. An honest paladin here. All right,
What level are you?
Oh, 10.
And what's your current strength with the penalty?
15. No, 14.
So what is it, 14?
That's
Yes.
+1.
That's 2. So
Is it
it's
2?
12. So your CMB
that's
is 12. So you need a natural 20 as well.
Okay.
Everyone needs a natural 20 to get out of this thing.
Let's roll d20.
Sorry, did I laugh out loud? I meant to laugh out loud.
That was outside. That was your outside voice, Les.
What's going on
Did it
there?
roll?
Yeah, it did, but
it rolled, but it was you rolled a 15, so didn't
The
get it.
hell is that? Divided by 4.
what's going on there? But yeah, you got
now that I failed miserably, I'm gonna reset my roll 20.
okay. All right, so you are still stuck.
Like, hey guys, I got this great plan. I'm gonna cast the spell magic. You got the spell magic flash, right? Yeah. So I'm trying to break the grapple.
All right, Ilindar, of all the entire team, you see the black tentacles. They come up and they just grab. I mean, Gato is still invisible, but they just grab. They feel up and they grab him. And so you see that the whole team is just like trapped. You're the only one
Okay.
that's not trapped. You and Storm are the only ones that
Yeah.
are trapped.
Right.
You are the saviors of this party or the traitors of this
You
party.
see that 26?
Or the tragic end.
Is that your speed?
No, needed an 18. I cast a spell magic. I needed an 18 to beat this spell.
Wait a second. Oh, you needed a natural 18?
I needed an 18 total. Because the
so
spell
he
magic,
just dispelled it, is what he's telling you.
the
Now, how do
spell
you
magic
know?
is basically your level up to plus 10 for just regular dispel magic. And you're trying to do 11 plus the caster level needed to cast the spell, which Black Tentacles is level 7 is what you need to cast the spell.
Now, wait a second. Dispel magic. Targeted the spell. You make one dispel check and compare that to the spell with the highest. Wait, hold on.
No, I'm actually attacking the spell, not cast on a person. Hang on, I'll make it's
To specifically end one spell. Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
You must name the specific spell. If your caster level check is equal to or higher than the DC of the spell, which was. What was the DC of the spell? Hold on a second. I know this. DC of the tentacles was 22. So you got a, what did you roll?
6.
26. Okay. So yeah. So Illidar's like, be gone, foul tentacles. And they disappear. Good job. That was a clutch roll, man.
Flashheart's like, hey, my dispel magic worked after all. I am
Sweet, I didn't think I had that in the work.
Thank you, Iomade.
Flashhearts, thank you, Iomade.
I call from behind him. You're welcome.
Yeah, she works in mysterious ways.
Iomade's in the alleyway.
Yeah.
All right, what about Storm?
Storm does not see a combatant, does she?
She does not. Although that gas seems to be floating away.
There's a free action. I remind Storm and everybody else not to bunch up in an AoE effect.
Hey, Don.
You.
So the gas, if it behaves like gaseous form, basically just gives it DR10 period, right?
Not against magic. I don't think gaseous form helps you against magic.
So her magical claws, especially her holy claws, could still do damage to that gaseous form.
Well, yeah, but
Correct.
didn't we deal with this once before? The doing damage to the gaseous form doesn't kill the vampire creature. It just extends the amount of time that it takes them to rest
negative, right?
before they can come back once they get back to wherever their nest or whatever you want to call it is.
The subject gains DR10 magic and becomes immune to poison, sneak, critical hits. It can't attack. It can't cast spells.
The cone of cold killed the first one, though.
No, it just dissipated the gas, and I'm sure it did damage. But again, the vampiric creature, it's just going to lie dormant longer.
Right. It just lies dormant longer.
Take longer to come back, unless you find the nest and kill it there.
Right.
It's not dead forever. Which I don't know that we care about that. It's out of combat. The gas is now harmless. But the gas isn't what casts the tentacles, because it can't cast magic in that form. So there's something else in here.
So, and that's what I'm trying to figure out. Storm has a 10 intelligence, so she's not
Let's
stupid.
take the tentacle purple circle out.
That's not the tentacle. That's Lothar.
That's Lothar. Lothar's heel.
Yeah, that's my circle.
Do
you want it gone?
No, it's fine then.
Okay.
Are you going to heal soon?
I can make it so that only Lothar sees.
No, I'm asking.
Well, at this point,
Illindar would call to Lothar. Are you going to heal soon?
I can heal whenever you want, but from what I can see right now, there's not a lot of injured people in my area. So I either need to move to where Storm is or have Storm move to where I am.
Everyone looks at least somewhat damaged.
Well, yeah, I'm down 10. Flashheart's down, what, maybe 10?
Storm's a hair over half.
Yeah, Storm needs to come to where I am.
Okay.
Or vice versa. And I can, my next move can be to burst. I'm fine with that.
So
Storm
that's a half fly move. being hasted.
Okay.
Does that put her within?
Yeah.
Lothar, you can still see your circles, right?
Yeah, I can
Okay,
still
good.
see.
Is that far
Yeah,
enough for her to see it?
That's fine for her because I'll take a 5-foot step to the east and I'll still get everybody.
Okay, then she's going to wait there because, like I said, she's got a 10 intelligence. She's pretty certain there's something else here, but has no idea where. And she knows she can't see invisibilities or invisible creatures, so she's doing that. And then yeah, Ilnder's already gone, so we're done.
Okay. Fletcher, you begin walking. Give me another survival check.
Okay.
$23. All right. So you get it. So you're able to sort of get an idea of what time of day it is. Your familiarity. You've spent a great deal of time in the world wound, so your guess is that you're still there, and you're starting to get sort of your directional bearings. Your guess is that, well, if you think about a map of the world wound, Citadel Dresden is in the upper northeastern corner.
Yep.
Which means you can tell direction. The mesa that you're heading to is going in a westerly is west from you, which means wherever you may be in the world wound, going towards that mesa would be away from Citadel Dresden.
Okay.
So your thought is with the 23 is that if you start to head in more of a northeasterly direction, that at least you will be heading towards Dresden. You don't know where you are or how far away, but at least you'll be heading that direction.
Instead of into something far worse. Okay.
Instead of well, I mean, it might not be far worse, but it's definitely away. Now, you remember that even before you guys left and came to Alishan, you've only been in Alisheria, at least local time. From your point of view, you've only been in Alisheria about 7 or 8 days. And when you left Dresden, the Dwarven guys and Geyer's guys had they had patrols going out. The Sword of Valor creates this sort of barrier by which demons have a hard time within. They lose several kinds of bonuses when they enter in there. They can still enter in it. I mean, it's not like a physical barrier to them, but they do lose certain kind of bonuses. And you'll remember that when you were talking to Geyer and those guys, that in some cases they hadn't even seen any demons for a couple of days. So you're thinking if you could get close to Citadel Dresden, the closer you get, the safer you'll be.
Okay. And obviously I'll move as fast as I can. I probably would go at a decent little run. If the haste is still on me, that's a run would be 360 feet around.
Okay. So yeah, you're going to use that haste. It's still on you. I mean, it's still connected to you. Yeah.
And then even once it expires, I'd be at 240 feet around.
Okay. So yeah, you can hustle.
Yeah.
So how long you can do that? I know that elven barbarians are very deadly over short distances, natural sprinters. But I'm not sure about whether you can Legolas that shit all the way across Anduin at the end.
I have a pretty darn good constitution, but you're right. I'm sure I can't do it right.
Well, it depends. I mean, right now you don't have any idea where you are. I mean, so probably what you would do is you would settle into a reasonably fast jog that you feel like you could sustain over a long period of time.
Excellent choice.
Okay.
So cool. He's gone Nigerian marathon runner.
Yep.
Yeah. Born to run.
All right. So he's going to go 1, 2, another 10 feet away. What madness is they going to bring? She's going to do that. So about that time, sort of from this direction over here, Flashheart, give me actually Flashheart and Farina, give me a perception check.
A Storm.
Oh yeah, Storm. I forgot he was right there. He's black. He's hard to spot. Storm 2. All right, Storm, Flashheart, Both of you guys are sort of like relieved to be unhooked from the tentacles that have sort of melted back into the ground, leaving a gross little residue on the floor. But about that time, you guys look back up towards those stairs to the north, and over the top of the railing, you see this small, reddish glowing ball kind of, and it just comes very gently kind of flying out from over here. And it just comes right over. Huh? No. No, it comes flying out of here. It's just like a little reddish ball about the size of a large marble, and it just kind of floats over to you almost gently until it reaches about, I don't know. Let's see, about here.
Right about there.
Right about there. Wait, hold on. Let me do it this way. Right about there or so, at which point it explodes. It's a fireball.
Wait, as a free action, I was breathing against it. That mediated the explosion.
And it's right next to the crane, so the crane could be damaged from the concussion, which means it may fall over onto Lothar, directly onto Lothar.
Good Lord, this is tough, man. So what's the, is it a dexterity? Let's see.
Yeah, reflex save.
It is a reflex save, so, and that is back? DC 21. Reflex.
Can I have my 20 back for my perception check, Les?
Nope. Sorry, you saw it too. Okay.
Oh, goody.
All right, who's making the DC 21s? Lothar did. Nice.
Imagine that.
I like to see it.
Yeah.
And Farina, nope. Flash, I need your reflex, and Storm, I need a reflex from Storm. 30, okay, half for her, unless she's got evasion. Damn it.
Did haste add 1 for reflex?
Yes.
Or no?
Okay. Ooh, so Flash. So here we go.
Also, prayer added to saves. So
yeah.
It does, so it adds 2. So what is it?
So
you got a 21?
Yeah, that'd be 21 for me.
All right, so that would be enough. DC of the 20 is a 21 on this fireball, so 40 points for Farina, and then 20 for Lothar and Flash. And Storm, because of evasion, dodges out of the way.
Yeah, dives on behind the wagon or something.
All right, everybody doesn't have eyebrows now. How?
All right, I'm going to make a quick saving throw, just a regular old 20 for the crane. Ooh, the crane is damaged. Some of the ropes caught on fire and are snapping away, and you suspect that it is going to fall over next round. It's on fire, too.
Wowza.
Lothar's up.
All right, now it is Lothar's turn.
So as a swift action, I'm going to burst.
Okay.
33 to everybody.
Nice.
Holy crap.
Nice.
Thank goodness.
That's probably the best burst I've ever thrown. Ever.
Wow, look at all those 6s, man, and a 5 too.
That's what I'm saying. So that's
awesome.
That's as a swift action.
Okay.
Hey, Les, if I finish the crane off, is that a craned verm?
I don't know that you could verm a non-movable object, an inanimate object. But yeah, I get the feeling.
Now,
all right, and Lothar, you were scooting over there.
And with a swift action, can I do a double move?
Yes, you can. I believe. I think so. Yeah.
Okay. So
ooh, I need a save.
As a swift action, I'll get there.
Okay.
I'm going to do the burst, and then I'm going to try to move around here to get sort of underneath of that balcony, so I'm no longer a target.
Right.
And then you need to save for
fear effect. So an aura of fear. Now you may or may not be susceptible to that. And I'm not sure. Are you susceptible?
I am not immune to fear, but I do have prayer and protection from evil. So
ooh,
and
okay.
if you're within 10 feet of me, you get a +4.
Well, I'm not within 10 feet of
He's
you.
not
anymore. Yeah.
And I'm trying to remember what protection from evil does when it comes to fear. I don't remember.
Let me check.
Nothing, just gives you a +2.
So yeah, well, that's a +2, and prayer is a +2.
Okay, so +4. So yeah, I need a save, and I'll tell you what the
Well, what
uh,
kind?
well, it's a
will
will
save.
will
It's a will
save,
save.
and
So
it's DC 22.
Which
This
it should be your best save.
this +4, so 25.
25. Okay, so you managed to get it. You find yourself in the presence of something that you, as a priest of Erastil and as a good person, find completely anathema. There is something just so totally evil and fearsome up on that balcony. You instinctively know this was the creature that sent the fireball. This was the creature that sent the tentacles. This is the creature that dismissed Fletcher back to the prime material plane. You don't know what kind of creature it is, but your guess is, at least based on what you're feeling right now, is that it is easily the most destructive creature you have found in this building.
It's evil.
It's
I don't
very
know.
evil.
The big guy was pretty nasty.
He was pretty nasty, but this is an entirely different
Big guy's
kind
not
of.
gone yet. He just disappeared for a second.
This is an entirely different kind of thing. You get, and you also, because you're a priest, you also get a strong vibe of undead. But it's a kind of undead that you don't feel like you've ever encountered before.
Okay.
Weird. Does it rhyme with bitch?
I don't know. Maybe. All right. So Lothar, that's your turn. You're getting under there. So you're essentially next to the steps. Now, where you are right here, you're on the ground floor. The steps start over here and go up. So you're essentially, and there is room under here. Bardos is back there somewhere. You don't know where, but there's like crates and storage and shit back there. You can get back there and underneath the patio, but and there's got to be a better name for that than patio. I don't know what the hell it's called, but
well, it's sort of a balcony-esque thing. But the point is, where I'm standing, in order for anything to target me, it would basically have to look over the railing and down.
It would have to look over and down.
That's the idea.
Yep.
And it would have to be right there.
Right. So I'm not free line of sight at this point.
Correct. Okay. Draugato, you are untangled and ungrappled, but you are still
paralyzed.
I have one more round of invisibility, and I am still paralyzed.
Okay, sounds good. Farina, you have been liberated from the tentacles by the power of that drow magic, which makes you sick inside. But
I gotta say,
and
Farina, she's overwhelmed at this point. I have no spells I don't think would contribute. I don't see an enemy to shoot, although I know it's up there.
Well, you know it's up there because of Otto. Otto went over there and he was like, "Fuck this!" He noped right out of there.
And he's scared. Yeah. So I'm gonna. I don't know. I'm not doing anything except like Lothar. I'm just gonna go hide under the balcony, basically.
Did you get your healing? Because your bar to me still looks like it's down.
I'm down still, but I did get healing. Thank you for that.
Wow, you were still down after 33? Holy crap.
Yeah.
She got 40.
Ooh, okay.
I took some before that too.
All right, so you're going over there towards where like a pole underneath that sort of gantry area, that balcony there. All right, give me a perception check.
And is Otto still
behind the cart? He is. Yeah, it lasts for 16 rounds, unless dispelled.
I'm feeling as frightened as Otto, quite honestly.
Did you say dispelled?
Yeah, it could be. Well, it's a magical effect, so yeah, it could be dispelled.
Lothar can do it.
I can do remove fear, which will fix Otto.
Yeah, that's essentially a dispelling of a fear effect.
Yeah, but
I mean, dispel magic would work on it too.
You don't have to go through all the rigmarole of dispel magic. It just works.
Right. Because it's targeted energy, as opposed to sort of a blanket anti-magic blast, I guess, for lack of a better term. I'm not an arcanist, but all right. So give me a perception. Did you give me a perception check?
Yeah, Farina sees every roach crawling through this building.
So Farina, you see. So the thing that strikes your eye is you see over here what look to be bodies on like laying on a table, and there looks to be various kinds of syringes and powders and liquids and stuff over there. And you can see it looks like some of those big crates, or at least sleeves, that look like, essentially, imagine a Christmas wrapping cardboard tube, only the size of a person could fit in. It looks like that, and it looks like that they've got some creatures, and there's different creatures. There's a couple of creatures that look human, a couple that look demonic, that are sort of over there, and plus an array of like bottles and syringes and powders on paper and stuff like that.
I mean, her instinct would say this is where they've been prepping all these slaves. And
I don't know all, but at least some. Maybe special orders.
Yeah, prepping and packaging. Nice.
You
Awesome.
also see what looks to be some sort of hatch over here on the floor. Back in the back there. 43 is a great perception. Seeing things around corners.
So
yeah, this thing here looks like a hatch like you would see on the top of a submarine. It's metal, sort of rounded, and it's got a wheel on it.
Are we all under message? Do we have message right now? I thought we did.
I believe we do.
I'm imagining that message is like, oh shit, no, not this, fuck, what do you do? I'm out, oh, fuck. And then
pretty much, yeah. That's what it's been now. But I am
the message.
Be a message that I see a hatch that looks like it could be an entrance or an escape from this building.
It's in the floor.
In the back left corner.
Is Fletcher still on message? He'd be like, sorry, I was on mute. What?
No. Message ends when you're not on the same plane anymore.
Lame.
Wouldn't it be great though if it worked cross plane? You could hear people like, Fletcher, where are you? It's like, I don't know. Where are you guys? You know,
you'd be hearing a lot of cuss words out of Fletcher right now.
All right. So Farina, you over there? Yeah, and you can see also, in addition to the hatch, you also see that there looks to be like, it's weird to describe it. The way I would describe it is maybe grooves in the floor, not real grooves though, but it looks like worn two sets, like a set of worn grooves in the floor that go from like this area here. Oh shit! Hold on. This area here to the hatch, and they're about, I don't know, maybe 3 feet apart. It's not an actual groove like somebody charged things out. It looks like it's just that some sort of heavy wagon or wheeled or tracked kind of cart or something has been brought over those paths many, many times. For 43 perception, I'll give you the whole shebang.
Yeah, like calling the body to the trapdoor or taking the bodies from the trapdoor and bring them over to the table.
Potentially, I mean, what it looks like is a cart, a potentially heavy cart, has been rolled over that space to and from the hatch many hundreds, perhaps thousands of times.
And to make this sort of right here.
Yeah, it's sort of right about here. It sort of becomes more diverse. There's, it's like maybe the cart goes in different directions, or whoever's dragging it. There's just it doesn't have that sort of like very specific path.
So this might be the underground tunnel system they're using to obtain their victims and bring them here. Like we might have found the underground railroad.
This is essentially the position of the path right through there.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you.
You bet. Flashheart, you are now freed. You see Lothar running over to the stairs, and you're like, no, whatever it is over there, it's over there. Don't go there. That's stupid. You'll kill yourself.
Now, I would, as the paladin in the group, I would say I would have the absolute opposite effect of that. If I felt the ultimate evil, I would be compelled to seek it out. But I would also like to know if I could sense it that thoroughly, would I know if I have the moxie to take it? Because I'm going to guess right now that, at least alone, I don't have any dear chance of taking it.
Well, it's a good thing you're not alone.
Yeah. With my buddy Fletcher, my son. Oh, wait.
And Dan, I apologize, man. I keep doing this to you, sending you to different planes and different games, and it's like and
you get to watch.
And eventually it completely fuckifies your ability to play the game. I'm sorry,
sooner or
man.
later it's going to be like a quantum leap era where he's going to send you to your characters the same location, and then it's going to break the universe.
Funny.
All right, so I'm going to guess, Les, if I can sense this.
Well, you know there's something up there. I mean, the evidence is unmistakable. And you know that like people have felt that fear. So Fletcher felt it. the animals come running out of there. Something's there. About the time you get close to Lothar, like right now, you pass into this creature's aura, and you absolutely feel it. There is a creature up there, the evilness of which you have never felt before.
Can I zone in from echolocation like a dolphin?
It's upstairs. It's upstairs on the balcony.
I know, but I can feel evil like better than anybody. Like I can detect evil. So can I detect it's on the balcony? I'm going to keep going up the stairs.
Well, the stairs start here.
Well, I can't see the stairs very well. I'm proceeding up the stairs at a hasted move.
You have to go to here.
Okay.
Now you're immune. You're immune to fear effects, right? Because of your paladin hood. All right.
Yep.
Okay. Can you see this?
Nope.
All right.
But I can go all Cape Fear on him though. Come out, wherever you are.
So you are coming up there, and
come on, Cape Fear Paladin.
I don't know that I can do this. So I'm going to show it to you. Well, I'm going to have to show it to everybody though. So I'm going to show you.
Send me a text picture of it on my phone, and I'll have a sandy loss.
Okay. Hold on a
second. No dick
second.
pics this time, Les. We've talked about this.
Come on.
So is this area here a wall? Is that why light doesn't get past it?
There's like a railing there. Yeah, there's like a railing there.
Well, no, I mean, a railing's not going to stop light. So
well, I mean, it's a solid railing.
To the right of the stairs, it's a wall that goes stairs to ceiling, basically.
Yes.
Okay, that's what I was trying to get at.
All right, I sent you a text, Matt.
Yep.
You see it? So that is what you see looking over at you and smiling. And the sense of pernicious, complete and utter evil. I mean, it's just you're surrounded by it. It comes off of this creature like a miasma.
Okay, that's what I thought it looked like.
I will let you know on that. You'll have to ask her.
Okay.
All right. So that's your movement, and that's it.
That's a free action, like, hey, girl.
Right? You guys hear this over message, and you're like, "Oh shit, we lost Flashheart."
Oh, there's a redhead at the top of the stairs.
God, he's gone to the other side.
No, I'm gonna maximize radiance with brightness to let everybody know where I was before the smoking grease spot fills my shoes.
All right, radiance begins to glow with a holy golden light as you see Flashheart begin deliberately charging up the stairs. You're mine.
I'm pretty sure I could have gotten farther at haste though, couldn't I have, Les? I'm trying to count it out.
It adds another 30. Does it? So remind me. Does it add another 30 each action?
25, 30.
Yeah.
5, 10, 15,
Okay, so
20,
you could.
25. No, I take it back. That's exactly where I'd be right there.
Okay, gotcha. All right, Lothar, you see Flashheart running up those stairs, and you could feel this creature, and you're just like, oh shit. All right, Illidar.
I don't want that.
I'm taking as a paladin. I would go ahead. Sorry.
Go ahead, Matt. Finish up.
I was gonna say, as a paladin, I would feel like I would have an irresistible pull to confront this.
Okay. Hey, Les.
Yep.
Seeing him paralyzed and not knowing how it happened.
You're talking about Gatto.
Yeah.
Okay.
How would I know if this is a spell effect or not?
As opposed to a poison or something like that?
Right.
Reverse check.
Do I see a wound on his body? Because it's poison. If it's poison, I'd have to see a bite wound or something like that. Do I see a bite wound or anything on his body?
Give me perception. You do not see any bite wounds on his body.
Okay. I'm going to take a stab at a Dispel Magic aimed at the paralyzation thing.
Okay.
So you got the spell still pulled up, so you can tell me.
I don't. Of course, I clicked it. I didn't think that we were going to have 2 Dispel Magics in one game. That's crazy talk. All right, so it has to do with all right. Magical effect. Hold on a second. All right. You cast a check equal or higher than the DC of that spell. All right, hold on. The DC is 20. What did you roll?
20.
Damn. Okay, yeah. So it is dispelled, and Gato, you find yourself able to move again.
Woohoo!
You
Thank
hear
you.
somebody yell out "Woohoo!" out the street.
I see him. I say, get to work, man.
I assume you
Quit
get
laying
to your
down a
feet.
job.
Yeah, sorry.
So I see Flashlight run upstairs. Hey, Les.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't we see that? Is there a wall right here that like goes all to the ceiling?
It doesn't go all the way to the ceiling, but it goes high enough where you can't see what's behind it.
And Storm's been there when something walked around the corner up here.
Yep. Well, Storm knows that balcony goes around that corner. Yeah. So he knows that there's something back there.
And Storm knows that Flashheart's rushing up those stairs. So.
Mm-hmm. Which means he wants to probably stay far back.
Right. So, yeah, this is where the sheet doesn't do well. This is technically 75. So
Because it's up. Yeah.
I wouldn't be 75. That thing's only about 15, 20 feet up off the ground. So
no, the only bad thing about the way this thing measures, like for instance, see how that's 35 feet?
Yeah.
It stays 35 all the way over here.
Oh, yeah.
That's no longer 35 feet.
Correct.
And so if this is showing me about 50, it's technically about one that has probably closer to 75.
Gotcha.
So,
how fast can he go? Even wounded like this? Oh, well, now wait. Was
she's wounded, so she only moves half speed.
Wait, didn't she get hit points back from Lothar?
Yes.
That's magical healing.
Okay,
so you can go full speed now. That's magical healing. Her foot's better.
Okay, so she's 90 now with one movement.
Okay. Really? She's got fly 60?
Yeah.
Damn.
Are you kidding? That's probably the lowest bird. I bet I don't have what Lothar's bird has.
How fast do dragons normally fly?
Ow, you bastard.
Fast enough to come by and smack Gato and then. So 25, 30, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 50, 55, 60. So that's 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90.
You're going to physically attack her?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so Storm goes in there, and this is what you see, bud.
That's kind of creepy looking.
Yep. It's basically a what looks to be a very young woman, maybe just in her late teens, small, not very big, maybe 5.5 feet tall.
Okay, so Storm's a little embarrassed, but she's still going to do it.
Now, Storm has already been negatively affected by the fear aura.
Yeah, she's already beat it.
All right, so she's beat it. So she's immune to it. That doesn't mean she doesn't feel it.
Oh, she's still freaked out.
Oh yeah, she is like
freaked out.
I mean, she's kind of like getting closer, like, oh no, I don't want to do this, because she's remembering the thing.
So since I had a turn, I don't get pounce, so it's just a single attack. So it's just the bite.
25 bite. No, that's gonna miss.
That's without any of the bonuses, whatever bonuses we've got. So 1 for haste, 1 for bless, and is it 1 or 2 from?
2 from prayer. No, it's 2 from prayer.
So it's 4 higher. It's 29.
29. Actually, that will hit.
So 37 damage and then a 35 trip attempt against their CMD.
Okay. Hold on.
I'm hoping this is a caster and doesn't have a CMD. Crap.
Well, it's she's a couple of things, but all right. So hold everything. There are a couple of problems here. All right, so he bites down on her, and I'm going to need a fortitude save from him, DC 22 fort, from the bite while I do the hit points. So how much hit points did he do?
27 was the fortitude.
Okay.
The total damage is 37, and that's holy too. If it needs
I
to
get you.
bypass TR.
Okay. So a couple of things happen. So he gets up there, bites onto her, and immediately his mouth is filled with this horrible liquid that immediately causes him to recoil and start spitting. It's whatever was in it. It's poisonous. It's maybe some sort of venom. Anyway, but the only thing Storm can tell you right away is that he definitely does not want it in his mouth, and so spitting it out.
Okay.
And then the trip attack works. You do manage to get your tail sort of behind her, and she goes prone. And she's just sort of floats above the floor. She doesn't actually hit the floor. And Storm notices that she was, I don't know, levitating would be
not
the first
really
thing.
on the floor in the first place.
Not really on the floor in the first place, just sort of like floating there. So that's odd. But she is technically tripped and prone. He beat it by 1.
Wow.
So that was a very lucky trip attack. But yeah, so there's that.
Okay. So
Fletcher, perception check when you get a sec. Oh, so yeah. So Illindar, your turn.
So once I see that he's moving, then, and I know that Storm's gone to engage, I'm going to move in 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
I don't see equal gender, but I believe Les referred to as a she.
Oh, the creature?
Yes.
Yep.
That's all right. He always calls Storm a he too, and Storm's a she, so.
I would have been struck by fear, but I did not notice any red hair, so I feel like we're going to make it through this one.
It's under the hood.
Okay.
I'm immune to fear, but not to red hair. No.
I'm done.
Okay. All right. So Fletcher, did you roll a perception?
Yep.
35. Okay. So this is starting to look a little familiar because you find yourself as you're running. You've been running for a little bit now, and you find yourself nearing the edge of what looks to be a large ravine or canyon. You think that you are pretty close to where, probably within a mile or two of where the Baphometian temple was, where Xanther Vang's house was. Remember that when you guys went through there?
Oh yeah, I'm sure they'll help me out if I go stop by there.
Well, there wasn't anybody there when you were last there, which was several weeks ago.
Is that his actual? We bombed that place, didn't we? Or he bombed it. We just left.
He bombed it.
I remember killing some stuff there. Yeah.
He allegedly bombed it. We didn't actually witness it.
Yeah, we didn't stick around to find out what happened.
Got it.
But that's where you're guessing that you're thinking I recognize this place. I recognize this ravine.
Better bearings on how to get back to.
Yeah, here's the side part. On foot, you're maybe, if you move constantly and use some con, you're probably, I don't know, 4 days away. I have to look. Hold on, let me look.
A rock Uber.
Yeah, I'll call for an Uber.
Yeah. Summon of rock to attack you, and then Hulk out on its mouth and make it carry you to Dresden.
4 days, maybe longer. And that's if you don't stop.
And I'm willing. In 4 days, I'll probably have to stop, but for now, I'm just going to keep going.
Okay, and you keep going towards Dresden, not into the ravine and towards the shelter.
Correct.
Okay, got it. Anything else you're going to do?
I'm going to yell at the gods.
I courtesy you gods, and Flashheart, you feel like a twinge or something. You're not sure what that was. All right, that's Flashheart. Sorry, Fletcher. He's going to move a little bit closer. Storm, you see this creature disappear. Lothar, Flashheart, the foreboding sense of evil that you once felt, that you were feeling up until moments ago, has now dissipated. It's gone. and you're kind of looking around like something happened. It's not here anymore.
Well, Flashheart's close enough, and Lothar probably saw Storm fly up there and then dive around the corner.
Yeah,
there's probably a little tussle going on around the corner.
Yeah, you're not sure if maybe Storm killed it, whatever it was. You're not sure.
Working
You hear
up my whole,
you hear a sound like Storm hacking out a chicken bone or something like that.
Yeah, the worst hairball ever.
I'll offer him a mint.
And
And
at this point, you Lothar, go ahead and do what you're. Do you have anything planned to do?
And I was going to do a double move to here.
Okay.
And then the next plan, if I feel that sense or that entity gone, I'm not going to do what I was going to do.
Okay. Yeah, you don't feel that entity around anymore. You're not sure where it is, and considering how flippin' acrobatic these demons have been lately, you're not sure if it's planning on popping back in somewhere else or anything like that. But at this point, we drop out of initiative. You guys don't have anybody to fight.
If we're dropped out of initiative, I was going to say, Lothar, don't stand next to me. Improved fireball is just waiting for us to get. And I'm a big juicy target.
But you guys don't feel it, and a weird sort of silence descends over the thing. Farina, you go over there. You're sort of like, what are you looking at the hatch?
Yeah. Does Otto still remain fearful, or
he does? But over time, it lessens and eventually goes away after a minute or two. Gatto eventually becomes visible again as well. Farina, as you're standing over there, you see that the vampire smoke sort of swirls down into that hatch and sort of like crouch, sort of like curls up around the edges, the seal of the hatch, and you see it sort of like, and eventually it disappears. It takes a minute.
Tell me that. I will go get that guy.
it has gone down there.
I'll tell everyone that
now the hatch
went down the hatch.
The hatch is closed, but the smoke sort of went around the edges and around the seal.
Do I hear anything?
No, I mean it moves silent. It's gaseous form, so it moves silently.
No, I meant, do I hear anything in the hatch?
Oh, like you want to listen at the hatch? Go ahead, perception. 38. You do not hear anything down there.
Do I see the cart that has been traveling back and forth on this path over and over? Do I see it over here?
There is a cart over here, sort of like next to these boxes over here. It looks about the right size, but it's not in position. And it doesn't have anything on it. It's just sort of sitting there. But it looks like the right size. It's a big wooden cart with metal handles and metal wheels.
Yeah, I'm going to tell everybody, I think this is how they've been bringing all these prisoners into the area, into the space.
Real quick, if we're going to be looking around, like searching these things, once Illendar finds out, because Illendar has no idea what happened to Fletcher, it's basically going to have to be Illendar saying, "Where's Fletcher?" And then Lothar is going to have to say he got shifted back to our plane. As soon as that happens, I'm going to probably ask Gatto to cover me, and I'm going to start trying to contact Urushley to tell her that Fletcher got zapped back to our plane somewhere. Find some cleric there that can find him, and can you go retrieve him?
Okay. So that'll take several minutes.
Right. So that's why I'm going to have Gatto or someone to kind of cover me while I
got you.
Initiate that conversation.
Okay, cool. All right. So he's going to be several minutes doing that. What about the rest of you? What are the rest of you doing?
Well, I was filled with great zeal before about finding a way to save everybody, but
you're a little pissed that she's like escaped you.
I definitely am, but also the calculus has changed with Fletcher disappeared for the moment, and the rest of us pretty running on fumes here. I think we still have plenty of juice between us, but we took a licking on a lot of that there too. So,
and at least a couple of them are still alive.
So I feel like this is a good place for the prime material do-gooders to maybe retreat to the hotel and
wait.
Our next.
No,
wait.
No, we're not done here.
There was a
Not done
billow
yet?
of smoke that left. We have to go find it.
Yeah,
Got it. Down the hatch is what you're saying. Yeah.
yeah.
I'm hoping that's not going to open up into a whole other dungeon, but we're about to find out.
Ellender, are you okay? Can I go?
He's going to need you for several minutes.
So I just need someone to watch because I'm sure I'm not very
I'll move over to Illinois.
coherent. Well, I'm
Can
sure I would
open
have done
the
this.
hatch?
If we were doing this, I probably would have moved up here and done it up here. That way it's not, like if we were all congregating around this hatch, I would have moved up there and just been.
Can we open the hatch and send one of our familiar friends down?
Well, is it possible to control a wind wall in such a way as to create an updraft to suck this thing back up?
Like a Dyson vacuum?
Maybe.
Pardon me?
Maybe.
Les,
Maybe.
is the hatch open?
Nobody's opened it.
I check for traps.
Okay. Give me a roll.
It's the spell says it will deflect gases.
There's a roaring blast, an invisible curtain of wind, vertical curtain of wind, tiny and small clears. So it says it's a vertical curtain. While the wall must be vertical, you can shape it in any continuous path along the ground you like. It is possible to create cylindrical or square wind walls to enclose points. So if you were to, you don't detect any. If you open that hatch and created a circular wind wall, that would probably create enough updraft to, at the very least, disperse a gaseous form. It may not shoot it back upstairs, but it would certainly disperse it.
Disperse as in kill it, or it would just reconvene as a.
Yeah, it can't really, as Chuck pointed out, it can't really be killed in gaseous form, because what it does is it continues to take damage, but that only extends the period of time that it takes for it to reform. What for these vampire types, when they change it, essentially they're going back to whatever. In normal case, it would be like a coffin or something like that. They're going back to whatever safe zone where they would usually be, and that's where they reform. But it takes time, sometimes hours, for them to reform.
Sometimes days.
Sometimes days. If you
do
want
enough damage to it.
If you find where it, if you were able to locate or where it reforms, you can go there. When it reforms, you can stake it, essentially.
Yeah. And that's what we have to do.
Stake it, chop its head off, whatever you want to do.
Now, not everybody gave off the impression that they were vampires, just those two guys with the red eyes.
Right. No, those two.
27 for traps. Is it a trap?
You do not see any traps on it.
I open it.
Okay. It takes you, wheel it and open it up. And what you see is a wide column. It is 10 feet across. So it takes, you actually have to ask, Flash for help, pushing it over because it's pretty heavy. The two of you get this thing propped up and you can see is basically a 10-foot diameter circular hole in the ground with an enormous iron ladder, and it goes down probably 25 feet down into the ground. You can't see anything down there. You do see, you can't see anything past that. Those of you with dark vision do see sort of swirling mists kind of going downward.
Okay, I'm going down the ladder.
Okay. So you're just trucking down the ladder.
Hopefully someone will join me, but I am going to end this guy one way or another.
Okay. Well, you move quite a bit faster than this guy.
Yep.
Okay. So is who's going to go down there with Gatto, and who's going to stay upstairs or go home?
I'll go in with Gatto.
I'm going in.
No, I've got it. Don't worry.
Didn't work out so well last time you went by.
Hey, friend, I told him I've got you.
All right. So while I move everybody to a different map, Mike, you get a hold of Arushale, and what do you tell her? What do you explain to her?
I tell her that we were just in the middle of a fight and that Fletcher got dismissed back to our plane.
Okay.
So he could be anywhere, but hopefully with the clerics at Citadel Dresden, someone should be able to do some kind of divine magic to let you know where he's at, and if you can make sure he gets back to Dresden as quickly and as safely as possible.
Yep. She will do so. Anything else?
As she
Have an
pauses
exact-
like that, I say, not in front of the guys.
Yeah, all the smoochy, lovey talk. He's gonna hide. now.
Everybody's like waiting, looking at me, and all of a sudden I mumble, "Love you, bye."
Yeah, love, you gotta go.
Love you, go.
Love you too.
Don't make me say it.
The guys are all gonna make fun of me.
No, you hang up first. No, you hang up first.
Yeah, and then once I've got that, then I'll join the rest of them.
Okay. Hold on. Let me get these two. Sorry, I should have had this done, but I didn't know what kind of hit points you guys were gonna have.
And how many people were going to be on our plane still?
And how many people were gonna be left? I feel terrible.
We're gonna have full hit points. That's the one thing I can actually accomplish.
I feel terrible. This is, I mean, as Dan pointed out, this is the second time that I've done something like this to Dan.
1 month.
A month,
See,
yeah.
if that one round, if you'd have done less than Storm would have got dismissed. And I could just pulled her right back.
That's all.
Oh no, she considered Fletcher to be much more problematic
Oh yeah,
than
damage
Storm.
numbers he's putting up. Yeah,
Yeah, after
yeah.
he hung 186 point of boot in some demon's butt. Yeah.
Yep.
Fletcher was the problem.
The Paladin takes a little umbrage with that. You're like, hey, come on, ultimate do-gooder over here. I can sound as good as Fletcher. Yeah.
Ultimate do-gooder over here.
Aren't I good enough to be dismissed?
Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
Why couldn't I be dismissed?
Okay,
All right. How long does enlarge last?
enlarge is done.
Okay.
But Les, I'm going to recast Shield's done as well on Storm. I'm going to recast Shield on Storm.
Okay. Okay. You find yourself as you follow. Hold on. I'll tell you what. Well, before we change naps here, if anybody needs a pee break, like I do, let's take advantage of that, and then we'll be right. We'll reconvene momentarily.
I am still physically weak. Something hit me, and I have lost several hit points. All right, several strength points.
I just don't bring it up. That was like last time we played. I'm sure lessons forgotten. Dang it! There's a video. Someone reach over there and click
Unrecord.
Someone hack into his computer and unclick the record button.
Well, let's see. The password's either martini or absinthe or I drink a lot or.
He's got it up on the whiteboard in his room. If we can just somehow get his camera to pan around the other side. I can actually restore stuff on Storm because Storm's weak as well, but I can't do it. My spell is specific to my Eidolon.
Hang on. There's got to be one on here somewhere. There it is, Restoration, level 4. And I have it memorized.
Oh, okay.
I didn't say I was going to use it on you.
I'm not going to use it. I'm just telling you I've got it.
I'm bragging that I've got
I'm
it.
gonna hold that over your head for a while.
Mr. Invisible Draugado evil dude. But no, if I would have no idea that you were hurt that way, I assume that my healing has done what was needed. But if you tell me that that's not all, then I can do.
Does that have a mass effect?
I am telling you that is not all.
Yeah, hang on. I'm in the process of scrolling for there. It is.
Yeah, that's not a mass effect, right? Because I'm down strength as well.
No, unfortunately, it's not.
Hit.
Unfortunately, it's not. It is a creature touched, so I can
Didn't
do it.
we all get hit in that zone because I got to hit the same time Gatto did? I thought.
Healing, yes, but that's different than what I'm asking.
No, the strength loss.
Yeah, I didn't.
We got hit by that big demon.
That was caused by a specific thing by the big guy.
Yeah.
Right. But I thought multiple of us got hit by it.
I did
Multiple
not.
people did, but he can only heal
So-
one person at a time. So
Yeah, I can
know.
do it.
What I'm asking, who else in this party, was it Fletcher was the other one that was hit, or
if you only get to do one, do Matt rather than me. I do not.
Korea's down too, but I would
I'm
do
not
Matt.
strength based.
That's what it was. Okay.
And yeah, Storm is, but like I said, Ilandar's got a second level spell he can use to fix Storm.
To fix that. Okay, so the way it works out, I've got one restoration until I can rest, and then I can do it again. So
Give it to Matt.
at this point, you back, Les?
I am.
You hearing all this? All right. So apparently, Flashheart has some strength damage.
Yep.
From
I
the spell
think
effect.
from
Multiple
getting
people, that's
bitten.
what-
Yeah, by getting bitten
Yeah,
by
well-
that one guy.
Yeah,
Was it bitten? I couldn't remember if it was bitten or it was an area effect weapon. I thought it was the big demon.
no, the big guy was close enough to you once, I think.
It's from the bite. That's
So-
why he tried to
No.
bite Storm, because Storm has some.
Oh, it was the vampire that bit me. That vampire that bit me. That's what it was.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, they do too.
So I have a restoration spell, 4th level cleric,
Okay.
and I will cast that this time on Flashheart.
Okay.
So
Thank you,
that should negate. Wait a minute. That's negative levels.
It does.
Yeah,
It does
I'm not
everything.
gonna-
Restoration works on ability damage too, which
Okay.
is essentially is
So-
restoration cures all temporary ability damage and restores all points permanently drained from a single ability score. Your choice. So yeah, it would essentially eliminate that ability score damage. So
Okay.
remove the strength problem.
So we'll do that for
Flashheart.
Flashheart today, and then once I get to rest, obviously I memorize it once every day, and then I'll do it for Gato.
Flashheart notices his eczema and hair loss has gotten better too. Hey, you
And
had
you have-
lustrous mane.
And you have no problem gaining or maintaining an erection, so it's all good.
However, if it lasts more than 4 hours, you have to go.
Ask your
You should
local
see a different
priest of their
cleric.
You should see a different cleric.
Because if you've had that for 4 hours, I don't want you anywhere
Yeah,
near me.
Lothar wants nothing to do with you.
All right. So you guys find yourself in a small cave, about 20 to 25 feet down. There's an enormous iron ladder, sort of like punched into the wall of this very circular 10-foot diameter, essentially shaft. There's also what looks to be some sort of there's also an
Crazy.
So I'm gonna mute
You
myself.
said it.
I'm
I know I
12
said
years.
it.
I'm 12 years old. I have to mute myself.
So there's also an extendable iron. This is just gonna.
Yeah, that's what she said.
A winch that you can use as a pulley for lowering or raising heavy weights. So you can see that there's a rope and chains that use this sort of like, and it swings out over the middle so that you can, it would be used essentially. You could crank a large heavy object up or down using this thing that sort of swings out over the thing. You guys get down there to the bottom of it, and it's very much at first packed stone, but you see to the north, and Gato is sort of already peering down over there, what looks to be a hewn pathway that sort of delves deeper into the stone of Alishanera. It does also sort of slope gradually downward. So as you move forward, you move down. Gato, give me a perception check real quick.
Hey, Les, just in case this comes into play, the see invisibility lasts like 100 minutes, so I'm sure we wasted 10 or 20.
Okay.
But I've still got see invisibility, so.
No problem. Okay, 14.
17 for traps.
Okay. So you don't see any traps. You see what looks to be a wooden table over sort of here.
Okay.
It's just sort of sitting there against the wall, and there's something out of the low from this distance. You can't tell what it is.
Okay, now I get automatic trap checks as I run by also. Just
As you run by. Hey, there's a trap. Okay, that's fine.
what's on that table?
Okay, so it is. Do you speak or in this case read Abyssal?
I don't think so, but let me check.
Okay. There are there's essentially what looks to be like a small, almost like a test tube rack, with thin corked tubes, bottles, essentially, in this rack. It holds 12 of these bottles, and they all seem like they have the same material in them. It looks like sort of like a black brown slurry of some kind.
Okay. I do not speak Abyssal.
All right. You
Now,
look over.
I move
So
faster than the cloud. Did I pass the cloud on the way down?
yeah, it's still winding around in here.
I'm going to use stealth so it doesn't see me, and I'm going to follow it.
Okay. Well, the cloud is still sort of like meandering, and it doesn't go fast. But eventually what it does is it goes to this door right here, which is a big metal door, and slides underneath it. Now, the door has writing on it, which you would probably recognize as Abyssal, but you can't read Abyssal, so you don't know what it says. But essentially, it's a big, metal, strong-looking door.
While I am waiting for them to come down, because one of them might speak Abyssal, I'm going to check for traps on it.
On the door?
Yeah.
Go ahead and go ahead and roll that.
Fuck, son of a bitch.
16. You don't see any obvious traps. You do see this writing, and there does seem to be underneath it some other writing that is very difficult to see. It's almost faded into the metal.
Okay. I am refreshing my browser.
Okay.
And waiting for those other guys to appear.
What are the rest of you guys doing?
We're coming down.
Yeah.
Follow again?
How do you get down
I
there?
was going to be as close behind.
It's
as
a
I
big
thought was
ladder.
safe.
Just get down.
And I will proceed. Unless something stops me less, I'm going to proceed till I see Dragato and come to a stop next to him.
Yeah, you see
Quietly
you see Dragato sort of standing in front of a big metal door. It's probably 15 feet high,
I speak in
and 10 feet wide. You speak in Read Abyssal, so you
Yes, sir.
see there's essentially writing on this metal door. It looks laser engraved into it or something, and it says, the first line says Red Lands Consortium. Underneath that it says Master Vault. And underneath that, it says unauthorized personnel must drink insulation potion for safety. And then underneath that, it says management.
Ew.
I'll turn to Drow and Dragato and tell them this is the treasure vault.
All right, we're going in.
I will wait till the others get closer, and then I will translate.
That's all you say to him, huh?
Yeah, I will translate.
Gato grabs the door and immediately is paralyzed again.
It sounds like it's a test here. Either it's a Cinderella test, not Cinderella. Alice in Wonderland
Cinderella test. What's a Cinderella test?
Alice in Wonderland test. One.
Oh, okay.
Bio makes you. One pill makes you larger. Don't make me do it.
Yeah, I don't want to make you do it.
We won't.
I was talking to Big Game to Les earlier, like, I could stay up to all night. I have to work tomorrow. I got to pass out of my.
Okay, so he hasn't told me anything about a potion. Is the door locked?
No, I'm explaining what's on this thing. Is that
It's got a big sort of,
and it says drink potion for insulation. So I'm assuming that's some sort of elemental something on the other side of the door.
well, that's what it says. So that's what it says. It says Red Lands Consortium, Master Vault. Unauthorized personnel must drink insulation potion for safety, and then underneath it looks like a sign to management.
Okay, guys.
Management.
I'll try one of these potion things first.
I detect evil in the potions. Can the potions be evil?
They're
Let's
no, I
put
don't think potions can be evil. Well, I don't know. No, I don't think they can be. I don't think an inanimate object can be evil like that. Anyway, these tubes look to be.
Wait, well, with craft alchemy, can I check him before he grabs one and quaffs it? I'm not trying to stop you, Les. I'm trying to stop Gato.
I'll
Sure.
stop.
Yeah.
They're getting away, Fezzig.
So you see Gato grab one of these things. He's about ready to pop the cork off, and Frida's like, "Give me that, idiot!"
Does it have any of those nihydrian crystals in it before he swallows it?
You do not see any evidence of nihydrian crystal. Well, that was an out. What is that?
Craft alchemy. Craft alchemy.
You rolled D10.
Oh shit. Okay. Hang on.
Still pretty good for a D10.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Didn't even notice.
It's iocane powder.
Oh,
Natural
she's able to
20.
break down to every compound in here.
You pick up one of these and you sort of shake it and you can see sort of floaty bits in this brownish black sludgy looking thing. And you're like, this reminds me of something. It reminds me of something. And you're racking your brain trying to think. You pop the cork off a little bit and you give it a little smell and you're just like, whoa, that is horrifying. And then you remember there is a poison called lich dust that will sap your strength, and and if it left to its own devices, it will steal your strength, and it will stay with you. And that's those strength damage. It actually gets into your bloodstream and eats away at your muscle tissue. So if left long enough and not healed, it will cause permanent strength damage. But it causes immediate strength damage if you are almost 100% sure that this is that stuff.
So she's going to hand it back to Gatto and say, "Feel free," but I wouldn't slap him up.
Wait, what did you say it was?
You said feel free, but you wouldn't?
Feel free, but I wouldn't, and I'll explain what it is.
It is
all bad.
Or it's the fix for the poison.
Okay,
According to Farina, it's the poison.
I've got one in my hand. I'm not drinking it yet. I'm opening the door.
Okay. I need you to give me a will save. $22. You feel like at first you think this is silly. I'm not going to go through this door without drinking some of this insulation. They put up a friggin' sign for Pete's sake. And you are, you've got the vial in your hand and you still got it, right?
Yep.
You've got it to your lips. You've got it to your lips and you're just like, wait a second. She says it's poison. It's like almost like you're torn and something. It's like, this is crazy. I'm just going to drink it. Oh no, she says it's poison. And you're like, wait, this is really confusing. I don't know what to do. And ultimately you're like, I'm just going to open it. And you start spinning the wheel.
Yep.
Okay. You find out that it is locked. And so as you spin the wheel, you find that it comes to a place and there is actually where it slides forward and there's like a combination lock almost. So it is locked.
Okay.
Yeah, you managed to, you're kind of like listening.
Nice.
I'm assuming you're going to put down the vial.
Yes, to do this, I will.
All right. So you do your thing, that thing where you break into stuff and commit crimes, and finally you're just like,
this is my first time ever.
Yes, I think I got it.
done this before.
I think I got it. And then you kind of just go and you could grab on the handle and you're like, chunk, and you're like, yes, and you begin to pull it forward. At that point, I need everyone to make a will save.
Me again?
Me?
No, you're fine.
Okay.
Even me though?
Yep. Everyone. 22. Say.
So that would be +2 for the prayer. No, prayer should still be on.
+2 to the prayer.
What'd you say, Jennifer?
How about prayer and bless? I was just checking in on prayer.
Oh,
and
okay.
bless.
Yeah, they should still be on.
So +1 for the bless and +2 for the prayer?
Yes.
Dan. Killing me, Dan. Lothar, success. And I'll tell you what happens here in a minute when everybody's gone. Flash art success. Farina, not as much.
Ace this test.
Man, I can do perception and a skill check tonight, but I can't save my own ass for anything.
Uh, 20 is a success. Storm is 10, not a success. Anybody else? Am I missing anybody? Okay. So those of you who succeed are like, oh no, he's opening the door. I need to drink some of that thing. And then you're like, wait a minute. Farina said it was poison. I can't drink that. I can't drink the insulation. That's crazy. Those of you who missed your save are under what's called a glyph of beguiling gift. If the target fails its will save, it immediately takes the object, dropping whatever they're holding, and then in this case does and then consumes or dons the object as appropriate thing. So so those of you who failed, which would be Storm and Farina, would are going over to the rack of potions and pulling one out and drinking it.
So even though she read that it's poison, she's still going to drink it.
She told me not to. She wants me to die.
As soon as Storm doesn't respond to Ilendar, he's gonna dismiss her.
Okay. How well now? Wait a second. You don't know what Storm's thinking.
He does know what Storm's thinking.
Yeah.
At all times.
We've got a connection. I kind of control what she does.
Well, Storm's just thinking that she needs to drink that
stuff.
stuff.
Walking over there, and I'm like, "Don't take that. Get back over here." And she still walks over there to do that.
Oh, she's definitely walking over there to drink that stuff.
And like I said, she's so big, she doesn't have opposable thumbs. She's gonna have a hard time.
She's just gonna eat the whole vial. Is what you're thinking of? She's just gonna like crunch it up and
So
I mean, it'll damage her, but will it kill her? I don't know.
After she tries to move over and doesn't respond, he's just gonna dismiss her.
Now I see Farina going towards that thing.
Oh yeah.
Do I have the ability to try to stop her from going towards it?
You could try to physically stop her, sure.
Oh, this is going to hurt.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to.
Okay.
I'm going to try to give Farina a big hug as her friendly neighborhood healer and stop her from going towards those potions. And when she stabs me in the liver, somebody help me.
So Farina, you're just like, what in the hell is Lothar doing? So just literally moments ago, you did an alchemical check on this, and you're pretty sure that it is poison, and yet you find yourself compelled to drink the insulation so that whatever's behind that door can't hurt you. For safety. It's for safety. You're compelled. And now Lothar is like grabbing you and holding you back. You know, Lothar's, I guess, somewhat attractive, but you've never really thought about him in this way.
Yeah, no, Lothar's ugly.
Imagine
Lothar's
how she
ugly as sin.
find that in her head after she knows it's poison, then to be compelled to drink it. I guess it's just
a magical effect.
Yeah.
It's a magical effect. Yeah, it's a glyph of beguiling gift.
You know what? If you still having issues, I'm gonna grab all the potions there and get rid of them. I'll take them back upstairs and hide them somewhere so no one knows where they're at.
All I can hear now is Belle Biv DeVoe. That girl drinks poison.
Farina, you see Ilendar grab up all of the potions of insulation and begin like walking away with them, like he's going to go take them somewhere. I mean,
so greedy.
Lothar's got my hands.
Gatto's
my hands bound, right?
Gatto's already got he's got the door partially open. He's opening the door. You guys are going to need this. It's becoming an emergency.
So
you have a pissed off, confused half-elf that can't really do anything anyway. So
the question is,
she's just spurting a bunch of
if I try to,
if it was Gatto, you'd break free and kill him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Go for the weak.
That goes without saying.
Yeah.
Go for the groin or the neck.
Matter of fact, she's probably going to kill Gatto because Lothar's holding her back.
Go for the groin or the neck. Good advice.
That's not bad.
Go ahead, Chuck.
So I think at this point she's going to try and shrug you off. I mean, you'd have to grapple her essentially.
Well,
yeah, I'm sure I would.
That was my question. I'm not a grappler. I don't have all that.
For help from.
Well, and I have a secondary because I have a bird.
Flash heart.
My
long-term parent, we know that being grappled, there's always one way to get out of a grapple, like a 4-year-old learns, just to go totally boneless, slip out.
I got a pretty good CMD, so I need a good grapple.
Yeah, well, I don't have one, so you just have to deal with your lame ass healer cousin trying to stop you from doing something stupid.
Well, so I mean, Farina, from your point of view, for reasons that you cannot comprehend, yeah, you do. For reasons that you cannot comprehend, Lothar and Ilendar seem to have teamed up against you for whatever is beyond that door. And now you can see you look over, you can see in the room. Whatever's beyond that door, they want it to hit. They want you to get hit by it. This is the worst betrayal of all.
Yeah, and the whole time I'm going to be telling her, you just said it was poison. You know it's poison. You shouldn't drink poison.
I'm gonna look at Gatto and say, are you behind this?
Yes, Gatto's behind this. Stop and murder Gatto while you think about it.
Give me a perception check, Farina.
While you think about it, feel free to murder Gatto. Because that'll take her a minute or two. Come on.
No, it won't.
She'll at least stand there to enjoy it.
Natural 20 perception. So you see a couple of things. First, you see that Gatto has pretty much opened the vault door, and you can see sort of beyond. There's some statues. There's weirdness back there. What you also see is that Gatto has one of the potions, which he's hiding in his hand.
Unless he was
he's hiding it in his hand as he goes in. They're keeping it from you,
Mike. I was.
Okay, then yeah, you still got it.
Natural 20 perception.
I had one in my hand before, and when you scooped them all up, I'm like, I'm not giving him mine. I'm like hiding it.
Natural 20 perception, Doc. She spotted that shit. And so, yeah, you see that Gatto has one of the potions.
But I don't know, so I'm still.
I think realistically, the only thing that can happen here is it's going to be my will and my strength against Lothar's, because I simply, if I'm compelled, I'm compelled.
No.
I mean,
and so
I don't think I have any choice.
CMB versus CMD. I'll probably fail, but we can roll that for her to save me out of the way.
Cast dismissal on Farina.
Okay, so I'm going to try to
dismissal on Farina.
Yeah, no. I'm not going to cast dismissal on Farina. I know I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to fail. My CMB is 7, so a D20 plus 7 to try to stop Farina.
Can't you listen?
Nope.
Oh, crap, dude.
So she breaks away.
I came close.
What's her CMD?
28.
Dang, that's really good.
Yeah.
Well, because I got my animal crap going on, giving me a +4.
Is she running towards me?
Wait a minute. This is sort of meta. But I'm talking to her and telling her it's poison. She recognizes it as poison. Can Otto understand me?
No.
I don't know if Otto understands.
Can't Otto speak common?
It's just her.
Otto can't speak common.
Would Otto have understood that it was poison when I identified it as poison? So that if
I don't know that his. I mean, he's a panther, right? I mean,
right.
I don't know that his intelligence is going to be. I mean, his intelligence is essentially your intelligence.
Okay, hang on a second. Let's try one more thing. If she breaks away from me, that's a given.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna use my innate ability to speak with animals.
Okay.
There you go.
And tell Otto she's about to drink poison. She's being compulsed. Stop her.
All right. Otto looks confused. Have you spoken with Otto before?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I've used speak with animals to speak with him before.
Gotcha. Okay. So he looks confused. So here's the thing. Farina doesn't actually have any of it with her. So she's heading towards Ilindar, who has the rest of the tray.
Right. But I'm going to explain to Otto that the stuff that she's after, she's already identified as poison. She's being magicked. He needs to protect her.
Okay. So I'm trying to figure out what a panther would do. I'm not sure that he would put it together to like destroy the potions. When you say he'd protect her, I think he would try and like get in front of her and maybe block her from, sort of block her from going over by Ilindar, because she's going to Ilindar because he's got all the potions right now.
Right. And Otto's not going to do anything to hurt her. He's just going to get in her way.
Right. Which he's essentially doing.
He's a big freaking cat. So he has the physical size to get in her way.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He probably weighs 80, 100 pounds. I don't know what a panther weighs, but they're pretty substantial beasts.
120. Yeah, 120 or 130 or something like that.
So Farina, it comes down to sort of you. So Otto is blocking you from sort of reaching Ilindar, and you're just like, oh my god, this stupid cat. You know,
she's never said that in her life.
Blocking me?
As you're trying to get to Ilindar. What now?
You missed it.
What did she say?
That's okay. I don't ever want to hit the list for that one.
Yeah, she's not going to
So-
say it again. You missed it.
Okay.
It's recorded.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go back in the recording.
Roll tape.
All right.
So
So
basically, it comes down to whether or not I would trust her. I would trust the Otto, whether I would trust him, and like if that would. It's up
Well,
to you, really, as a DM. Would I
it's not.
like look at Otto trying to stop me and Lothar trying to stop me, both of whom I trust? Would that overcome the compulsion?
Well, no, that's the
Generally,
idea. It's
Oh,
a magical, compulsion. It
Yeah.
essentially is eliminating
You are not in your right mind.
rational thought on
But
this
can it
subject.
buy them enough time to get rid of all of it, though? Maybe. I don't know. That's up to you. Again, I don't know.
It's
I am compulsed.
it doesn't last forever. So I'm essentially envisioning you guys are sort of in this hallway, and Farina is trying to get at Ilindar, and Ilindar's got his back. He's got he's holding the potions like this. It's like, stay away. And she's like, give me those potions, and Otto is getting in her way, and Lothar's trying to grab her, and it's just like sort of a brouhaha.
Flashlight needs to be open too.
Yeah, Flashheart, I
I feel
guess.
like a heroin addict.
Well, yeah, I mean, essentially, but to your mind, it's like they're trying to keep you from having this, and you're starting to get angry.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know that you would get violent, but you're getting angry with them. Like,
Well,
did you just give me one?
You start to treat all of us like you normally treat Gatto.
Yeah.
And so in making it worse is that Gatto has one, which you're like, oh, it's okay for Gatto to drink, but it's not okay for me to drink. You guys are being dicks about this.
Okay, once she says that, Ilindar's looking over at Gatto.
I'm not drinking it.
Saying, fork.
I'm not drinking it.
Give it here.
Hey, Chuck just went away for a second, but couldn't he throw like a chain of perdition on her to keep her wrapped up for a minute? That thing's a pain in the ass grapple.
Hit her with a hammer. Oh wait, that's sorry.
Wow.
Can
So,
Otto talk to
if you guys can successfully keep her away from the potions for, it's like 6 rounds, so which is 36 seconds. So I guess it would probably be, you guys are just like sort of like pushing her away, and Ilindar is moving away from her and yelling at Gatto and stuff like that. I'm assuming that you guys, since there's so many more of you, and she's not going to get violent about it, that at some point the compulsion will sort of come off of you, and it's like your eyes are open and you're like, oh shit, I was going to drink that stuff.
Thank
Oh God, what am I thinking? What was I thinking?
And
Is that a
then
Bud Light Lime? Gross.
yeah, after she settles down, then I'm going to say, hang on, guys, and I'm going to spend a minute to pull Storm back.
Okay.
You pull Fletcher on Storm back. You have that
It'd
ability.
be nice if I could.
Thanks, Lothar, for holding me back there, buddy.
How did we get people to prime material plane and back last time?
We have to use plane shift, but I doubt Chuck's got that memorized for today, knowing we were going to battle.
Yeah, he's got all.
I would
he's got all
doubt it.
memorized.
No.
Just like on my dispel
I'd
magic.
say we're going to go get him after we're done here.
Yeah. Once I have a night of rest, I can memorize plane shift and
And-
go try to find him.
The thing is, for every day that passes here, about 2 days pass on our plane. So
Yeah.
it could take 2 days before we get there. So hopefully Rushleigh will find him before then and get him back to Dresden.
All right, Gatto. You step into the room and you see the swirling mist moving to the north. You see a very odd-looking room. As you can see, on each wall there are either 1 or 2 large statues. And at the north and south, they flank the doors, and they're enormous. I mean, they're probably 15 feet tall. They look to be made out of stone and adamantine and silver, all kind of pushed together, and they show various kinds of stylized demons. Each of them, however, has they're all 6 are different, but each has essentially, they've got their hands together in sort of like this. Can you guys see me? Sort of like, and they're holding what looks to be a bluish, well, for lack of a better term, some sort of crystal or gem, and each one of them has that crystal. There's also in the middle, you can see this really big sort of magic circle looking thing. It doesn't look like any magic circle that you've ever seen, and it looks like it's made out of metal, but it doesn't look like a hatch or anything. It just looks like, like a floor covering of some sort. It's metal, but it looks kind of like a magic circle.
Any pointers? Or am I doing what I think?
Sorry, I'm just moving it back on the thing. So this thing is sort of like meandering across the room. It's heading towards. There's a door right here. It's the only other door in the room that you can see. It seems to be heading that way.
I moved to here. Does anything happen?
Not so far. What about before you keep trucking around this room? What are the rest of you doing?
Peeking in, seeing if he dies.
Okay.
I want to thank Farina for not stabbing me.
Oh, Farina's very grateful. That's frightening. This whole thing has been really horrifying. This whole hell and abyss thing for Farina is the worst adventure she's been on since hooking up with you boys. This is awful.
Oh, I think I get to there and something happens.
I need a reflex save from you as the crystals on this guy and this guy light up and electricity shoots across the entirety of the room. 21. It is a trap, so it's technically a 25. That is not going to be enough, sadly. So DC 27 on this. It is electricity, and you get caught between these two blasts of electricity for 27 points of damage as the two beams meet at you and sort of like you passed some sort of thing and it's just like.
Maybe you need to find these traps a different way.
And then you see, so you guys here, so Ilindar, Flashheart, Lothar, you guys are looking in the room and Storm in front of you. You see on these guys, on these statues, these blue crystals sort of light up like active mode. And Draugato, the crystals on the ones that just shot you are also lit.
Yeah, my next move is to go to here and then try to disable this trap.
Okay. So you're going to move out of the way there, sort of crawl, because it hit you about midships, about 3-4 feet off the ground.
Right.
Okay. You're going to try and disable it, and you're going to stick like a metal object in that crystal, that kind of thing.
Oh yeah, that's what I want to do.
Do you have any like water on you?
I have thieves' tools.
Okay. Can you
I'm going to stand in a bucket of water while I do it.
And he's going to come borrow Flashheart's metal armor and put that on first.
All right. So the rest of you see this big bolt of electricity. It's just like this flash of lightning that goes through, and you're temporarily blinded. And you look in there, and you see Gatto sort of next to this statue, and his hair's kind of sticking up.
Standing up.
There's some smoke.
Burns.
Yeah, there's some like steam or smoke coming off of him, and he's like, "I'm okay. I'm okay."
Meant to do that.
Down.
But yeah, it's
We got to get past these.
So give me a trap related perception check.
27.
27. All right. So you're thinking that you did something that essentially activated the trap. It's a system. And your guess is that these crystals are all linked to some sort of magical electrical reservoir, and that tripping whatever, however you think it, and you think you just pass in front of it, it's probably just a motion detection in certain lines, that passing in front of it triggers it.
Okay.
You know what would have been good right now? Some insulation potion.
Yeah.
All right.
So got one. Go ahead and take it.
So, do you tell everyone, or are you just going to try and crank on this thing and see if you can bust it?
Guys, there's traps in here. I'm going to go ahead and try to disable this one.
Oh, we saw it. Yeah, didn't you hear it? Ilindar's helpful comment.
I heard it.
Okay, so you're going to try and disable that trap?
Yeah.
All right, so you get out your bucket of water and your metal tools.
Put the foil in your teeth.
32?
32.
It takes you a minute, but you do end up what you think is sort of getting some tools around behind the thing. And there was one point where you're like, "Oh, Jesus," it shocked you. But you think that you have severed the connection. The crystal on this one goes out, and sort of like snap. It's like, and it's sort of like, and it does not seem to be active. All the other ones are still lit, though. One thing you notice, though, give me a perception. Maybe you don't notice it. I don't know.
This is how I intend to move towards it, if I can, but let me do a perception first.
Okay.
Fuck me.
Yeah.
I mean,
nope.
gosh,
all right.
I don't think I did it.
You're in a big room.
Yeah, at this point, Gatto is the epitome of every ship is a minesweeper once.
You got it, as far as you're concerned.
Yep.
Yep.
All right.
So I showed you the path I took.
Yep. And about the time you get here, this one goes off. The problem is it doesn't have the connection anymore with the other thing. So
Yeah.
it's essentially a ranged attack. Now here's the fun part. It's a ranged attack at +6 on you. So let's go ahead and roll that.
So let Don roll that. Let him have a chance.
No way. As electricity just comes out. And so instead of being this sort of like tightly controlled beams, Don, it's more like a blast. It's spotting you from afar and it's trying to shoot you, but it doesn't have that same sort of connection. Here's the roll. 23 hit you?
Hold on, let me not. No, it does not.
It does not. So it's electricity shoots into the other. It ricochets off this thing, and
right.
The whole room smells of ozone and electrical. The hairs on the back of your neck are standing way up. But you do end up. I think where you were going was here. Yeah. All right. Do you yell out, "Everybody, come in and help me"?
Careful.
So are you guys just gonna watch him sort of like do this whole thing?
Let me see if I can disable these things. I'm having an awful day, but
okay. You're gonna try and disable that one in the same way?
Yes.
How many more disablements can you do before you are disabled?
Maybe 1, 2. Flashheart enters the room.
Yeah, is it safe to? I will ask you. Is it safe to get to here?
Does this one's eyes aren't lit, are they?
It is lit.
Disable him here. Now,
I
rolled a 29 to disable this one.
The only one that is currently disabled is this one.
So it's arcing between them, right? Is what you're saying?
Well, it's not arcing. It's so there's nothing going through the air right now. What it does is I don't know, Don. Do you want to try and explain it to him as the
when
trap
you
guy?
pass between two of them. So when I passed between these two, they both shot an arc and grounded each other and hit me. I think that these two are connected and these two are connected possibly. Now, right now, this guy's eyes are lit, right?
Yes. Now you rolled a 29.
9.
DC 28 is the thing, so you just barely got it. You thought you had it easy, and then you were like, oh man, so it is a DC 28 check to disable. So this one goes dark too. This one is still live.
Now, this one didn't have lights going on it, did it?
It does.
It does.
Same thing, yeah.
Can someone disable this one?
I can try, but I have no idea. What do I have to roll?
Do you have a disabled device check?
You have to be a thief.
Well, we all? It's right next to my dispel magic.
I don't think you can do it untrained.
No, you can't.
I can use magic device. Is that the same thing?
Nope.
Oh.
Stay where you are.
What if I stick this big metal rod in there? And,
you mean like the big metal sword, the big metal armor that you have on?
Yeah.
You become an outstanding
I take a round to get there. Let me try to disable this guy.
All right, you went through there again?
No, he climbed up over this guy.
Oh, I do have a disabled device of 1, so I do have a skill.
I really hugged this statue as I came around. Here.
Well, you can't go behind it.
Do you see that?
Les, can I support him in doing it?
Click on my guy and hit X, Les.
And hit X. Yep. you will set it off again.
Okay, go ahead.
Passing through this line. So here's the attack roll. 20. Ooh, natural twinzo. Could be a crit. It's not a crit, but it is. Hold on. 8d6 as a blast goes back and it hits you. And this time it's got exploding dice. My God, that's so bad. 29 points. No explodes, but 29 points of electrical damage as you get blasted again. You get thrown backwards by that thing, and you are hurt.
Jesus.
I mean, you stumble to the ground, and Flashheart, you're looking at him, and he's just, he just gets blasted by this electrical energy. He's hurt.
I am hurt.
Blisters on him.
Where's Gato?
Bring the aloe vera, Lothar.
Well,
we need a burn unit here.
I can't see over there, but this door is open, correct?
It's open. You can just go right in the room. You can go anywhere in the room you want.
I don't have to go in the room.
No, don't go in the room yet. Let me see if I can disable
my radius affects him.
Burst him.
Yeah.
So burst.
Okay.
25.
Okay, 25 points back.
And that's for everybody.
Yeah,
so
anybody who's injured.
If Farina's still hurt, she gets that back as well.
She is, and she does.
What about the vampires?
He's, while all this is going on, he's all the way over here, kind of like beginning to sort of fold himself.
Form up.
Door. Huh?
He's gonna form up if you don't get rid of this guy soon.
Les, can I do a +2 support or whatever on hidden disabling device?
I don't think so. If you're talking about sort of like an aid kind of activity,
you have to know.
You have to know how to do it. You can't. It's like.
Well, I do have a 1 in the. I do have a 1 in the skill.
But you can't use it untrained. Yeah, it's kind of like, have you ever been working on the car and then like a little kid comes up and he's like, "What are you doing? What about that?" That kind of thing.
You
gotta be like, just cut it out.
This is what I'll do. I'll hold the radiance up as a light.
You'll hold the small child.
You'll hold the flashlight.
Yeah, I'll hold the flashlight. And keep moving around everywhere he's trying to see. I won't point the light to that.
All right,
as all children do while their dads work on the car.
Yeah.
And then we get cussed out because we're not holding it in the right place.
Not holding the right place. Exactly. All right. So, Dragano, do you want to try and disable that one?
Yes.
28.
There you go.
No problem. You know how to do it now. The problem is those other 3 are still live, and they will still shoot.
Yeah, I know.
If you pass through their beams. The problem is it's just like it's like random shots.
He put a clear path to here now, though, right?
No, you'll remember that
if I go here, this one's gonna shoot at me.
I
right.
see.
So basically, here I'm gonna bring this to bear so you guys can see what I'm talking about. See those yellow lines? Those are the paths. Cross those lines, it sets them off. Normally, it would be automatic damage with a reflex save. In this case, then it becomes, because these are divided, you cross that some of them have been disabled. There's no connection, so it's just a blast of energy. It becomes a ranged attack. No save if it hits you.
I thought they stopped here in the middle. They bounced off whatever this was, and that's where the cutoff.
No, that's on the floor. It's like a metal plate on the floor.
So has this one been disabled?
It looks like
it has.
Shadow, so.
This one's been disabled.
But this one is still live.
Okay, but if he moves over to here, then I can burst again or just directly heal him.
If he moves over here, he has to pass through that line.
Is it always at the same level?
Yeah, about 3 feet, 4 feet.
So he can like lay on the floor and like scoot under, or like.
You're not sure. In this case, since they're now they're like malfunctioning, it just may be random. So I don't know that scooting along the floor will fail to set off the things.
Well, you said this one was disabled, right?
Right.
So if this one is disabled, and these 3 are, if he goes past this one, that one's going to fire, but it has to hit.
Right.
So at this point, where he's over here and I can't see him, but I know he's within range, can I burst again?
Sure.
25.
25 points back for whoever's lacking. Lacking.
Which at this point is only going to be Gato. Everybody else, I think, is healed back to full.
Is back to full.
I'm close to full. I will. Okay, I'm going to try this one. I'm going to tumble.
Here, okay, hold on a second. You're gonna tumble.
I'm going to try acrobatics.
All right, to try and
To
avoid
get
the
to
thing.
here without setting it off.
Okay.
And then I'm going to try to disable it.
Okay.
Okay, so you ready?
Go for it. Matt, I sent you a message. 29. That will disable. So luckily, the acrobatics allowed you to get past without setting it off. Although
Right.
it wanted to go off. Now that you've got there, this line becomes inactive.
Right.
And you can move around freely in that area.
Okay, I can move over to here then.
Mm-hmm.
As he moves, I'm going to move with him, but I'm going to call out softly to Storm and Lothar behind me. She's here.
Okay, I'm going to disable device.
Okay.
Do you hear me, Lothar?
Yes. Apparently
Pass it on. Don't leave Farina in the back.
Didn't work, Don.
These eyes are still lit, right?
Yep.
So I'll let everybody back here know that the baddie from upstairs is here. Do I not feel her?
I don't want to leave Gatto.
You do not. And
Okay.
frankly, Flashheart, you feel her. She's at a distance. She's here somewhere, but you're
I
not.
just want to give everybody stay frosty, people.
You're to this line. Okay.
Where are you going?
Wait. What? I didn't move me there.
I don't know what happened.
I did not move me there.
She's got Gatto.
All right, go ahead.
She's manipulate person or okay. Isn't there like a puppet?
That'll do it.
Spell?
30. Yep. Okay. Flashheart, get in there quick.
All right. I would wait one round for everybody else to start gathering here before I kick in the door and get my ass kicked by 5 Hydra monsters. Okay, I'm going in.
All right.
The other guys come forward first.
We're not in order right now. I'm sorry, we're not in combat right now. Sorry, initiative. Yeah. So I don't have to. I can take my sweet time till we go.
Get in there.
We've got hours. We've killed these guys before.
Quick,
oh yeah, you were with us. Yeah, you were. You were there when we first got to Dresden, weren't you?
Yeah.
So we've already had issues with vampires. We know how long they take to reform.
Which depends on how much damage they took.
Gatto doesn't know that though. Get in there.
No, but I thought Gatto was with us when we fought the last vampire.
Well, it doesn't matter about the vampire. I'm not. They're the least of our problems. If I kick in this door,
yeah. If the big nasty chick's here, that's our issue.
I'll remind Storm. Remember, claw, then bite. All right.
Yeah.
Here we go. I'm
all right.
Let's.
Yep. Door's locked.
Oh. I'll step back.
Door's locked. It's a vault door.
Yeah.
Fortunately, we have a rogue.
We just went through a whole room of traps and he didn't even ask me to check the trap. He's like, "Go, grab the door, get in there." Trying to kill me.
What? Now you want me to do something?
Can you unlock the door, please, and check the trap? I think Gatto's hair is like permanently stuck up now.
26. All right. Yeah, it takes you like 30 seconds, but you eventually
Jennifer, pull your character up into this room.
Get it fixed.
What's that? I can't find. I'm having trouble with my roll 20's blank. I've reloaded it twice.
Les, can you
pull her up?
Otto?
Yeah,
yep.
We're almost done for the night, so I figured.
The area effect zone for your improved fireball. So.
All right, hold on. Let me bring
and
her
I'll
up.
put Farina and Otto on the opposite side of me.
Where are you? Oh, like right here?
Yeah, no, put her over here.
Oh, okay.
Because we stay in the back, and if we stay far enough away from each other, we're not in a single fireball range.
Okay. You got the door? Yes, you did get the door. All right. So the door, it actually doesn't make any noise. It opens very smoothly into another hallway.
Quick.
Gatto, give me perception.
Fuck me.
All right.
I have feet.
Pete. That's pretty much, yeah.
All right. So you do even with a cruddy 12, you do see that the gas is sort of like moving forward. You see there's some sort of room down there. Beyond that, you're not sure.
I'm going.
Okay. You're gonna run down there like super fast.
Yes, because I hate that guy.
Okay. So where do you go?
Hold on, I'm refreshing.
Rapidly to his death.
Are you stealthing?
Yes. It's almost done loading.
What are you doing?
Stealth.
All right. Where are you going? Oh, you're
Down the hall.
rolling your stealth check. Okay.
Yeah.
30 stealth. Okay. All right. So where do you go?
Is this a door?
Yes.
But I see the smoke here.
Yes.
Check for traps.
Okay.
No, we just came through a whole room full of them.
You do not see any traps on the door, but it looks like another one of those standard vault doors, and it looks like it is locked as well.
Okay, guys, I'm going to open this one in case there was 2 vampires, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to open this one.
Okay. You are. It gets unlocked, and you're going to push it open?
Push it open.
Okay. Door opens up again very smoothly, that kind of thing. You see a couple of things.
Hey, Storm, go in there.
There's a hallway, about a 20-foot hallway, but beyond that, all you see is a huge pile of bones.
Yeah, let's close that door.
So you found the privy.
Yeah.
I'll close this door, but don't lock it. Oh, shit.
Hello. So this guy steps up. Do you guys see this guy? He looks like this.
What the what?
Hello.
Hello. And he looks at Gatto and opens he says in Abyssal, hello. And he's wearing like these robes, like a merchant's robes. And he opens up the robes, and Gatto, you see that he looks like he is covered with huge scorpions. Which he shoots in a line, a whole wad of scorpions directly at you. And that's where we'll stop. And we'll start off next time with the scorpion attack.
Hey, Don, have trouble sleeping tonight? Just try to count scorpions. Jesus.
Very funny.
So that is where we will stop.
From our perspective, we like knocked over a UPS store. You know, it got out of hand on our little UPS store heist. Imagine if we knocked over like an actual bank in the demon world here, how horrifying these monsters would be.
Well, there are no banks here, so this
there's not really banks here. Nobody can trust anybody with their
decent sized company, and its bank is down here somewhere.
Yeah, you might be in it. This might be the banker, Scorpion guy. I mean, really, all bankers are sort of Scorpion guys a little bit.
I'll settle for how about we just call it 3 levels each at the end of this if we survive this day.
Well,
we'll see you all again in 2 weeks, huh?
In 2 weeks, it could be that there's a lot of money down here. Now, you haven't got here yet. Remember what Red Lands Consortium does. They sell slaves, and sometimes they take to mining consortiums, and they sometimes take mining, the products of mining as payment. So they own partial companies, too.
Hey, Les.
Yeah.
2 weeks from now is the 31st.
Is it?
That's a 5th Sunday.
Wow, it sure is.
18.
Yeah. So I will put it out there. You guys want 18?
18.
All right, I'll put it.
Because I'm not on B team.
B team, because Don's not on B team.
So I'm hearing 1 vote for, 1 vote against.
You asked for that, dude. Come on.
I did.
Is next week C team?
Yeah, next week is Traveler, so it should be an interesting week.
Lord,
Oh, yeah.
New players.
Send Dan away again.
And
Yeah, I was gonna
as-
say, I have to vote Traveler. It's the only one I'm allowed to play in anymore.
Until the wormhole opens up and you find yourself in a walking through a barren landscape.
And as a side question, and I really don't know the answer to it, when's the last time we got experience for A team?
It's been a long time.
It's been a while.
You know what's funny, Les? I was
guys-
looking at my character sheets the other day. Fletcher level 10, which he still is now. He hit level 10 in February.
Yeah.
So
Can we get a little bit of that
God.
sweet EXP?
Yeah, maybe 3 levels isn't too far off.
Hold on, let me check.
We're all going to go up 2 levels. Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, the last time I got you guys XP was after. Oh yeah, so it's been a while. So yeah, it was after. It's been this book, which is
September was the last time I got it.
Yeah.
So it was pick a fight number 1, which was the first time you fight. So yeah, all right. So I will do experience points this week for A team. You won't get them during this fight, but when you get back to the hotel, we'll get experience points.
We'll
for
all
you
be
guys.
13th level.
hey, how about Fletcher gets his now? He's not even in this fight.
That would be
Wait,
fine.
wait.
I'll make that happen. Fletcher's back home practically.
If this gets any worse, I'm gonna have to summon Yardley to help us.
Yardley, to us.
Yeah,
What are you doing?
The experience
Clinton will
happens
win.
as we go. Just because we only get it once every 9 months doesn't mean it doesn't affect this fight.
Sometimes I forget. I'm an
Hey,
imperfect.
hey, spellcasters, make sure we get a plane shift on the next.
I have plane shift. It doesn't help.
Does it help bring Fletcher back?
We can go to the prime material plane and then we can be about 800 miles from him. Yeah, it's not. We'll have to deal with
sometimes
some of
plane
that.
shift misses too.
Well, that is plane shift missing at its maximum point.
Yep. You guys could end up in Absalom.
That's why we take a magic user who can then teleport.
I've got teleport.
Exactly.
You guys don't really know where he is until Arushale can finally, can grab him up.
Which is why I've got her getting the head start.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Well, that is where we will stop for tonight. Thank you guys. Awesome as usual. I'm looking forward to that. I will send out a thing for if we have a 5th Sunday. I will send out a voting.
Okay.
All right. Sounds good.
Thank you.
All right.
Later, guys.
All right. Night all.
Yes, not all.